no kaneba video so ampamcho 0244 263 902 0244 263 902 and also Fabra na kwan ebema amanfo ahwe nsema o kan nyina live or Kessben television. Tony, after international break no players nyina no return to our clubs. Na dia na eko himfo na be available. Himfo so na enye available for weekendi matches how do e be koso no. We an SMP na branti abobo no e de breyen. Ronaldo say oba be interview bi e de breaky internet no. Tony ba be chechire mu. Rodri wa compare Messi and Ronaldo nsemben na odi atudwa or club news how do p or transfer stories kakra and so ahead of January window no. Tony EDP ebebre munyaso na muntie abranti sana awa Mohammed edi abefa Africa they din kai wo ho or say World TV omo anomukuta broadcast right Cote d'Ivoire bepimne omo edi ka Africa $34 million. How mutia? All right. Ye kwa badani nyina no ye de hon sensem enso abremo na enunti ni start time de ka me enka na. To this what say start time ni efi. So mo wia ni sa.
Yeah. The start time say back.
Back, yes. Omo back. Mere dada. Ono nsa majiwo mere dada nsa be wa me. Na fufuro ba yi die. Ya mere dada Tony hu bi da.
Oh me hu bi da.
Se wakonya fufuro bi. Na afi wo kai dada no. Oh. Ibi umfa bi mu da wankasa personally.
Ngankasa da me mfa bi matiti bi.
Tony de usro Joyce you already.
Matiti pi na.
Me can say Joyce.
Matiti.
But say before Joyce why ye no ma na. Mo bi dada bi uni no bejai. So ti ase. Na konya fufuro bi. Oda wo na oda da no. Say no ye angel. Say no ye angel. Say no ye angel. Kan say obi shiaru na obi fufuro na say omoni moto of the day ko.
No akuba neti.
Yeah, you read that start time. Sabe why na fufuro ba idiot. All right, we any other local stories. Weekend the GPL matches and so because coaches no coach Ogum still at posts. And so as Andiko supporters and almost ne ha ya hwe de be see ono and a day Kotoko team no ebe ko doma and as enyo no and a day Kotoko team no ebe ko enra basis Ghana Football Association e de ema clubs no bi no Tony nsema abba hono ana ekoso a eba na tinye a ekoso no enyasem kitu akra but seriously say new do biasi for the na we here okay this side no do biasi for the we here seriously how the young queen go
can mu inside ni
you can't say muno say na madwen ya mi o say muno na omo to turn way omo to turn nkran ha na say omo president so makra muno na eba o me tire nyina all right me say muno dwan
me chance so die bu
rubber
tear rubber
seriously
me chance die bu too much
and I said do be as if I'm going on more sabas others in tear rubber
dear Sir Franco suko try na nye bad crowd
but sa narrow dey no try na madam for back your friend Gambi
41
yes Gambi also ko hana jono
okay
anyo na ela ya no
okay
also ko hana jono eko twitwa so onu so nsima onu so trogu as ehu ye me the platform so hu ya and the bars back narrow say we dey say ganya bad eye pa
bisi nye
Gambi so say nye I will you come right na we nyina we nim say mo de hon komo bebre beba na ya twetwe Tony
Godfather me da CP ye too far ye ba tie for na for kwa ba ne nsama e koso onkolfo ekro so yan sha se FFP World Champions and Copa American Champions Argentina say some football federation anya atom say 2025 nyame adoma afine besimu no onbeko India kwakoba nkofa kensie na nkofa kensie no beko so ewo Kerala krom ho eho na Argentina national team no any India ebesi akan we football friendly game am omo enso etimi ahihye ene Cristiano Ronaldo the match anticipated interview no between happen live. Cristiano Ronaldo retired or a footballer now on it MrBeast on a Nikita record say obia internet or they are there to why you hear part on YouTube ni followers no doso pa and Ronaldo be breaking sa record no na sa too great ebe interview na Ronaldo post a picture on and our caption say I meet MrBeast to break the internet and team and UK time 2 p.m. and Ronaldo ebe releases her interview on MrBeast and so aye and yes her interview no kwan na ye hwenu say betimi abaso Ro Ferdinand and Robert Lewandowski and so aye interview and video no be bonten Barca striker Robert Lewandowski exclusive interview no granted Eddie Ama Ferdinand na competing against Messi and Ronaldo omo discuss here and when say Lewandowski okay yes Kotoko United the entire some move no and go through no obetchum and Ferdinand ebe release sa interview no and check according to biggest football observatory CIES football observatory at the football's biggest spenders in the last decade at the Ababontin now if 2015 ABC 2024 and at the survey no now the last 9 to 10 years club are spending more power Manchester United 1.08 billion pounds and no any spending sir Man United since 2015 ebesine na second Chelsea and no 1.07 billion pounds PSG third 825 million pounds and now Arsenal fourth 661 million pounds Tottenham at the fifth 559 now Man City sixth 585 and the last 9 to 10 years no other clubs are spending Pep Guardiola na eyenko force or spend the power no in fear ankunu ekwe dunie Man United Chelsea PSG Arsenal and Tottenham are spending more Man City na 7th AC Milan 8th Newcastle 9th Barcelona and Al Hilal at that time for almost spending 462 million pounds we more any clubs do the last 9 to 10 years no according to CIES football observatory we more clubs are almost spending more in the history of football you can't let backs almost tetina matreno Bunkuma faso defense or my babo ni here untimi nka enyi Roberto Carlos enfrimu Roberto Carlos of Brazil or boy Emma Madrid on also any goal like what komo and ebisa no players I will draw my left backs nebo two players here now yimu bako eventually Roberto Carlos settle said Marcelo and the best ever left back momi entin sema Roberto Carlos edituja
versus Andy Robertson.
Ay caramba, Marcelo.
Ashley Cole versus David Alaba.
Alaba.
Patrice Evra, Paolo Maldini.
É que Maldini é meu professor. Patrick é meu grande amigo. Vamos a Maldini.
Jordi Alba o Roberto Carlos.
Roberto Carlos.
Marcelo, Alaba.
Marcelo, lateral izquierdo, sí.
Maldini o Roberto Carlos.
Maldini.
Marcelo contra Maldini.
Ay, Marcelo.
Marcelo, bien. Marcelo versus Andy Robertson.
We Roberto Carlos inti yebo players menu dia no atwusum baako yebo menu dia no atwusum baako eventually or settle say Marcelo and the best ever left back Roberto Carlos ono as a left back mpo na onye bad crasa weekend we Premier League you know any various leagues in areas mu na ko Italia big game AC Milan and Juventus and airball na good news Emma AC Milan say omo anya two players omo fit and available Morata and Matteo Gabbia and omo training then that's the weekend we Juve match omo AC airborne sa players no ebetimi asia kan e di ama AC Milan. When Mr. Arik Milik, Akadios Milik nso prior last season, Juventus omon a gamer na omo ene Roma airball ana oku prior ono nso pra tenefie ache ye papa na yate se nyame aduma middle of next month December and Arik Milik ebe start say on the team Juve enso etru na che say obetimi abesia kan bi ma je say bia early January and latter part of January wetimi abo ede ama Juventus omo club next month in the middle of December there on the team Juve ebetimi atru ni kama pa Leroy Sané Nanije also person extend the contract with Bayern Munich the contract in the summer na running out obeko as a free agent and Yatima United some more panel and yate say Arsenal for so pen pa now so Leroy Sané or you happy and person extend the contract no at the Bayern Munich common a football club when Mr. Jonathan David yeah be kind so yes opportunity ba sonko sina kama Barca obeko Rafael Leao AC Milan omo na turn of Portugal no so ehwemu chese ono so nya Barca opepanti sa two players no dey obia enya Barca next year omo betimi abo enti Jonathan David ene Rafael Leao omo mienu ebe so mo join Barcelona whodum say Man City omo extend Pep Guardiola contract no by a year 1+1 1 year ni wa omo sa additional 1 year omo betimi activate sa Pep contract extension no number some dey convince Haaland according to 2.5 year contract your boy season where we are na ka 1.5 enche na ono so contract na running out enti ombese omo use Pep Guardiola ni renewal no na omo dey convince Haaland na omo man contract worth £100 million sika no spread ya san and san ebetimi akonoma convince ne say Pep Guardiola stay enti also Haaland stay nebo e de Emma Man City ebiem yento aso enko City aso ebiem dia Foreign vet just number 10 Emma Leverkusen Germany in the modern Osropa Real Madrid Liverpool Man United teams like I said they almost will be a pen now as it stands now Sankane and a window ni ABA club or yeah very likely to play between Johnny Pa Man City Pep Guardiola convince boy in the past Onyana ono enso epe Chelsea player Casadai announced to every Italy January boy ebe siki for a new club opeso call na okonya 1 minute ebo yate Monzanka Villarreal Real Betis munyina no enya Chelsea player na omo enso epe Barcelona scouter omo akofa Ibra Kaka Diarra ene adamfo baako no sa two players na Richie Barcelona Chrome ma omotimi assign a contract no na Mali say Barca for attention or power say there omefa David Odro and Abdelaziz no say Barca omoyi very low na omabehye ne hand kwada na Barca for sign omo na omo so many that sa Ibrahim so ahwe no Kessben TV omo so born with great potential enti enche kra no obeye the new king said here omo fa Lamine Yamal from nowhere ninam kodani mu a and then obi eboni di no sa pepe na omo beti boy no enso enka we eso ane agina ne adan ho kakra bi enche kra ye call the best hospital in town ni what scientific herbal hospital aso ye na yeti omo nkra to
Safari Makwaba, about Niwad Scientific Hospital. A team of medical scientists. I have created a boom near the infinite Maswa, a year a Juma, or Yasue has it. Yasue had there, yes, I'll buy a Sabi. Near time a good amount, said the Coconon. Then boom, you do two a fiducial. The Mephidium Mushimu, the Mium at the Potier, the Yadene Breo, Nesamium in Ya, Yarene Juni Pepiano so. The Vegetarian Mawat Yariasi, what the editing said. See, you better say what we are here. It's me to a center.
Open what scientific hospital Dr. Phobius Yajumani say. And Buna any Tanya or what dear Eddie Dumiano, Yenyamu na fe in Nuakasa, whom my friends have fight to chemicals no. Yes, structure same and no, na yam fan friend no, and for a mount. A be our kidney no, Yaria Bemo kidney no essay, young Kwana Gana ha, yet take a habine, Eddie dialysis our kidney not say I could do said Dian Kranwa. Nyarishemu na nyadi na for nichiremu ewo ni what scientific hospital bofra ban eboye ama wa diabetes ye ni bofra ban ene nyama bi efra ede ma wa ebebo ma diabetes na o sugar ekosru pe no eno so aboa ama etinya bafum ebia na o hwe misisi na o problem pa e o mema sem baba bi wonu mu a onya tenkan kwa so mo ba beda obo so otimi nya hode ne pagya na no oba ehyemu a ehyemu na adwo ɛna obu nso atese ne bɛma no ɛnsɔre kra ebia na no bia da so a wonom to yoba na wotie me na se ɛya wo no problem ebia na fibroid na kosi a wo no kwan ana wakwa ya sabia doctor si ensu abetata onkosuam ovarian cyst ana se fallopian tube no ɛna block ye obebu okura wo sebu ensisi so ni nyina timi sinyi se ho kwan bɛma bia na ho nsuo ɛna wo form nkwabon ɛwɔ form low sperm count na obu okura bɛba bɛhwɛ ne ho nsuo mu no na ɛbo no bɛfrɛ nse spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina ɛha esi awo ho kwan a obani what scientific hospital a enfidi ade ehwe wo bɛda di amia wo se problem bi wo ho no mu a ne yɛtimi ahu aduro na afi aduane yɛ bɛkyerɛ ho adie pressure nti amo akoma bɔ periperi asɛm kura si ofie ntimi mo amane obi nso hwɛ me na ne bia stroke akawa to mpamu yɛ kwa wo yɛ ba wo so ntimi okasa na pampan bɔ ne bi akyire yɛ frɛ no halitosis yade baako a ɛyɛ no wan bi obi ɔpɛ wase obetimi akade akyerɛ wo a ade bedi unya okasa bia na obi atwene hwene okoda na nyimre oda odwonso ntentem yɛ papa mo mpanifo no every 40 50 60 years ɛkɔ ni mo no o prostate na yɛkɛse prostate enlargement ɛba sa oda odwonso ntentem odwonso bebransa na ade akye ɛma ne nka akyi ɛme nkɔfa catheter ahoma nkɔto ba memu abusuafo bi ebere ne nti manya adagye a mo yɛ de di a nyadidie sɛ ni what scientific hospital Ghana ha de o pa ya sabe ya dia befrim dia fidie edi twe enubena ena fa ho de ni fra haban mu edi saw ya de ma wo na eyeni what scientific hospital yi wo Kumase atonsu Monaco junction ya dansura bank no ene bi eni hwe enkran so ye wo ma 7 ye ben Janet Corner dan no 0244 08 7687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
Niwat Scientific Hospital. Nyanko Pwanda Rumenti Wamoto Edema.
Ni what scientific ena ekotie omo enkra 20 koso na efre omo numbers no yentu also United aso ye ewa monane Man United new manager Ruben Amorim or prepare for the first ever Premier League game all ball free summer United point the weekend we are and United airball na osi January and summer onya a new wing back or left wa ko pepa nti Alfonso Davies Madrid abo boy na so yenim se alcohol no Madrid Bobo Kono Alfonso Davies Man United far boy no huge sums of money sika mo de ma boy no eson important sika Real Madrid man nti Alfonso Davies yate say Man United so abobram den pa na Ruben Amorim ebefa ana emfa United epamo Ten Hag ema new manager ebe so achire na Ruben Nestor buy na fire say new manager na ba no Amorim ebebo adwuma ama United na yebisa Joseph Font oye Portugal ni Premier League no so asi aka wo ma ana also no all friends namfofo edi Ruben Amorim ho dance e pan so gidi pa say Man United enya a better coach oye Portugal ni to be a bomber say a best source the moment sema Joseph Font edituja
I've had with my brother that played under him, with other players that played under him, they all like him.
Yeah.
He's honest, direct. You know, what else can you ask? I just hope that he can be successful because, again, it's another Portuguese guy that is out there, you know, opening doors for others. It's just great to see another Portuguese manager going into the Premier League. Alan, I think most of all, he brings a philosophy, he brings an idea, he brings a style of play that is very own. So I'm sure that he will need a little bit of time to instill that in his players. But he's a very, very guy. He has his aura, you know. He has his personality, character, positivity, which the players for sure
Joseph Font ediatujwa Penny some de na just say United monya a better coach of a boy juma pa edi amamo na no Premier League no ya head defense no Liverpool defenders no any defense or concede goals class so far in the Premier League only 6 goals and a Liverpool team no are concede enti ya can defense are very tight Liverpool am concede only 6 Nottingham Forest are concede 10 Newcastle are concede 11 na what me say Man United they can say enko ni nyina United are concede 12 goals surprisingly, when Arsenal former Premier League national, I consider the same number of goals. Man United the children na enyo I consider 12 Premier League goals. Arsenal for and so I consider 12 El Honomo. Ruven Nestor, what him say Premier League or I or heard him say about to also about Juma as a coach. They are one of the teams. Entiate Sir Southampton, Wolverhampton, and Crystal Palace. We more any 3 clubs are on Yamuba Aqua, Konon, and so Ebetimi Afa. Stanley Collymore, a retired footballer, also Sterling na. Arsenal for calling alone from Chelsea no buy no. Or you're so disappointing. Yeah, can players are almost so share yeah. Someone who patch any clubs are or more man more here no. Sterling number 1. Or buy no on show be sir of Chelsea and about Obeboa ama Arsenal for team accord the next level. Brahim Diaz only be more impempio free bench na oba then so mad to consider and say an integral player and unti teams na pen on loan AC Milan any others no mad say bono on one ko bebia AS Roma and so nya Endrika omo epe nti Claudio Ranieri the 10 man a propose on the matter for the air kasa some of Hendrik Emra or assure mo say every game boy no best starting not minutes are open no ono enso ensa etim aka Galatasaray on one far Victor Osimhen animo no ejadem ehoye pa say almost summer on another big signing eba na South Korea Tottenham Hotspur captain Son Heung-min and a Galatasaray nyana omo enso edene eba Chelsea epe 2 players from Barcelona Jules Koundé and Ronald Araujo omo next 2 players are Chelsea person omo twi omo edemoba omo enso e club no Liverpool epese omo ekofa Takifuso Kubu former Real Madrid player no enso every Spain now no so bebo etimi ede emo awodu na Roma we eso ani yegina na yede enkofo kronso nsem no Godfather yede asi.
All right, yenyina so na yem fancy Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra na afi yemahwehwe foreign stories emu kakra na emu hona no na the local stories no enso ewuram krankra de emaye. All right, ma yenyina so na yenkofa Daud Heba nkra to kakra bi Dr. Daud na yemeto asoma.
Enuanom ni adofo yefra me Dr. Daud. Me na me da Daud Heba hospital ano. Na enam me so enane Daud ointment. Daud 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse. Na duwe edutwem Daud ointment. Daud ointment o se fatwi na ebeko. Ofa Daud 360 capsules o se sisi na ade ewom. Na drum yenu we adwuma bom. Obi a osisi ye o yapa. De obeye ne se wo de Daud ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumre a nansa bia no na wodi bia bo asawa obetimi de atua udware wi a fa Daud ointment wo de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Daud 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse ye na ba amane wo de enkone enkuti adanse ne bi
Daud ointment edrowe me straighten and well done. The toda me po djuma na me honam nyina me ye me ho bibi enye ba se minya sa Daud ointment we na me twitwia na no paso minya Daud 360 na me no mo a ese kware me ye adwuma kra se kane no te do we de edi masema ma no be di so asema ma
ye electrician na ye adwuma ekofia ye ntimi na Daud ointment so ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na ho aye den Daud ointment fa twi keke na ebeko
Rua me use for mama hode pa ma metumi gba odwuma bibia e kama e ma me ye Daud 360 capsules and a Daud ointment o me mene we no na do we no so twitwi wa aposo e be ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de che otumi be gba odwuma Daud ointment fa twi na ebeko
da bia amafo company da wo ka mu sa cospeda mi secret na nu ani ebudo na ani Daud ointment ene papa mi sole anopa mi twitwi mi sisi achi mi babia ha mentebre secret ni nie ti so person to say me a we use Daud ointment that's the secret of my taxi driving.
Me a transmission gearbox specialist ejuma me ye en kan na me pega ade a na me nsakura antimi pega and I say me ma ade so na lock me sisi say free say me share Daud 360 capsules and Daud ointment abo me bebre the dry you man so amente ya mente bla bia obia mo modern so betimi ape Daud ointment and Daud 360 capsules enya biato
odofo se wati bi aduro ya meka ho asem no eno ho adanse ene wono madi no ko pharmacy e ben wo herbal shop e ben wo ne koto Daud ointment Daud 360 capsules na se de enkrofo di ho adanse no wo so be di ho adanse wo pese wo frɛ ya eno na wo screen ase no 0244 886437 na 020 168 1717 baby a yeton aduro wo man Ghana mu bia no o de wura house pe Daud ointment any Daud 360 capsules.
Yo, yes, I abana ya be hwen nsem no mu kakra enso de amamo ye de befrefra ye ko ha kakra ne ba kakra. Let's return to the fundamental principles governing a football association. Professional team to operate without a bus. This highlights the weak foundations of our football system. Clubs should have access to their own transportation, and if we had better sponsorship deals, providing buses will be a priority to each team for such deals. An FA overseeing a league without sponsorship or television coverage has undoubtedly failed. Trying to make something worthless seem worthwhile is like painting over cracks in a wall. They will always show through. You might be surprised to learn that the cost of those second-hand buses could have been enough to purchase brand new ones. Cologne, Germany. They were to abre and anope and no said to do no more messages no ebeye enwa. All right. Ye free ho na Julian Caesar enso de bi bae. Ono so akansama hodo pi na e de a kire na anope ene mu na edi dwuma no mo de videos beba no so yebeti na de akan de kakra no na bibia akototen. It's evidently clear that the GFA didn't sign any performance-based contract with Otoado. Hence, sacking him has become a tall order. The FA should, however, know that reposing an unflinching confidence in the current technical team is tantamount to appending an insignia of perpetual failure on a product. In other news, the section of Kumasi's anti-Kotoko fans devising means to prevent Coach Ogum from leading the team at Aduana should kindly rescind their decision, since it will come as a gross disrespect to Otumfuo and his kingdom. They should not forget that Kotoko Aduana clashes go beyond the corridors of football, especially now that the king himself is directly involved in the running of the club. Julian Caesar, Kumasi, they also the Abraham and no. Mamfa winka hona fi yentuaso emamo. My advice to Mr. Ohinebanyame, Kwam Mickey, not to associate himself to this mess. So caution him how he comments on Facebook, especially no one is telling him not to be loyal, but loyalty is his loyalty is telling Kurt. Loyalty is telling Kurt the truth in his face, but not sing his praises for his shameful acts. Okay, boss, you understand me on this. Have you seen the interior of the buses Mr. Kotoko gave to the teams? I'm asking, will Kurt himself, be happy if someone gives him this bus? This is what Mr. Andy and Professor Awa were talking about yesterday. Okay, as you always say, that aduanefun dear and yet. So those who don't know how to cook should be made to stop cooking. Same thing applies to this, as it's not compulsory to give buses. So if you can't give them fresh or new buses, this one there, Ankabubu ya ne prajanwa eye. Nana bobiansa enso dia ode amane enso no. All right. Yengo remwe na fi yenhwe de eko mema bidafo akwaba na se bibia enso eye. Andy.
Yeah.
Seboko.
Namiano.
All right. And some baby foreign, local. Locally, there's one him say baby Otuado. Esco. I am motari. Much is it too. We were ha. Omasa kushebium. Na oma take firm decision. Otuado and so and na bepim and Neddy, I'm say news. There choir buses. As a man for Black Stars. I dream that man for so every hockey crew. And I say like Black Stars. I get here be busumi be the oh. Edeka Black Stars as no enra buses no ba be sisa ya dream na. Sisi ye jai Black Stars edeka buses. Enra na nyasem keto social media. We are say fa na be bia. We do for dada me buses bia. Me sada me friend. Because ye hu no hono de na ya son lie na panifu atwahia begigi bases na chire Mickey Charles go read do biase for de no de bra me say wa Mickey de eru say hu na odi no hono e dey rough na you know how can this be true dey no wa ko rura ifo e bases bi mu na okoju twa the pictures dey abre ya na and dey hwe no TVC narrow a hard dream say bases we me nkyerɛ ma dwen sisi ade me gyaa ba mo na me nim sɛ do biase fo nko anom de sa ba asi mo mo ana se ni nyina on
general
what do you come because this first too and I over first okay oh okay narrow bright na
you see there was an interesting coincidence
it's me so there from Sitakel hotel
yeah.
The team bed there.
I know a Victory Club Warriors.
Okay.
I know many nations were both friendly.
Okay. Inti end omo train by.
No.
Okay.
Omo we no. Omo penny back. Me ne no koye discussions. Inti ya wo ho no mana bus no. Ya ho no mana bus ni free Accra ebidruye. So whilst we were at the Sitakel, and omo the Victory Club Warriors for bus no. Eba ho no. So I decided to make a proper inspection and a closer look. On say we now can say be say unim say ni we be ase for the enum kwan na it is honestly Victory Club Warriors for bars am hu ye die.
And
tisa kra.
But same bus na Gambi su ko gina when na me dey beto platform no so.
O say Gambi dey na picture keke.
Picture but so no so fa ho ewurem.
Picture keke.
O so no so ko gina o hwe mu hwe ba bia hu say bus na na o say efe pa.
I gave you a video.
Okay.
I gave you a video.
Okay.
A video no inside any hu nyina. Minim say ehwe make mu be to me there ba.
Okay. Up the I show that pay yeah.
I took a video. In fact, that driver ne be see kura na on see form.
Okay.
Intina engine is intina air conditioning in air.
Okay.
And I entered the bus, and I think say for me.
By any new.
No.
A home use.
A home used.
I turn Ghana yeah.
Minim baby on turn.
Okay.
A home used bus. Okay. Say GF no ne crowd free abrochre buy. And na GF in the turn
wa ha.
Obi ho Ghana. And now say omo the papers in my clubs no. I say general and common and social media and I found one. There are some key important things that are out yet. Was it imported by a company on behalf of the FE or FE importing straight? How much is the cost of each of the bus? Because so be can say bus na ban me feel say ne boy a boy kesi obi be the top brand new one. And the clubs no was bisa kesi e de ma wono koto bus no e de buy. Because ne boy no so a major decision or major factor.
You see who ne boy.
It's a clubs no ehu ne boy. Na se ne boy no ye dia wo de top bus mu na fine. And I'm not too sure. I stand to be corrected. Say Kotoko promise no can say obemo mo tie rubber bus and now say o can say obemo mo bus.
Bus, okay.
Because when the issue is I will give each of the first 3 teams a bus. Na and yet it was not emphasized say tie rubber. You can't fault them say what promise bus no the use bus aba. Because Chroma say most of the clubs no omo bus omo de ba. Including Asante Kotoko di nyina nye tie bus and nye tie rubber. Minim Legon cities and maybe Park Academy there could be others mu de na ye tie rubber. We are no the free honoma general. Sebas na me hu ni nra no. Sa na bebre de tia. Then I think that the negativity around the bus is too much, barring the price. Sabato de no me bisa me hu say on say general so who imported used vehicles, about 13 of them, if it is possible say beba na be defective used bus. So when imported bus and now what auto bus it be a maku do me and sa if what jatum say used buses and auto diaba. A highly possible say ba bedroom nem from so be but normally the obey say obedience see wo ho. Sabe wokɔ brandy paint ya bibia no ɛse sɛ adwuma kakra wɔ ho no woyɛ ho adwuma general at least there will be one time or the other a import car efra brochire bi aba ɛbɛba abɛdu no ɛyɛ den ana tomakyɛ baako ana mienu bi wɔ na titiriw wo saa de akɔ check club say die na special nye sɛ beduru ya wo de America de ko wonya abotre de akɔ shop akɔ spray a brand ne kama de ɛsɛ sɛm from so a wo mu no usiesie ansa no handing over ɛde amom enti I think say no nso so yam from so maybe to say the nano na make can say uhwemu a pressure wo system no mti quickly there are so much negatives around the FA and our football enti oba si de animanim ye yem famra na yen release mom na sebi yenim so nye fe kakra enti bia mpepre ho no na
anti pressure no so na pressure wo so no so
yes so but you know one thing again is a normally we spray baza and kat said there new adbiase de omutwa de kire sense no yes a na mani nyina ansa no we spray enti eno yem from so kese o maye but me ti hey I will never regret saying rami ball my basoda if you give me another chance I will still say the FA has done well because me follow football kakra from at least yem free Nana Sambru Butler, Alaji Jawula, Ben Kofi, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, basic with Sinyantechi, who FA president what top bases do me and Sadiama football clubs, Eukruma. But the Yama
was a journey auto pickups near the Yama RFS Nina.
Yeah, Sinyantechi bought pickups for regional football association, the 10 of them.
Brand new.
Yeah, 10 to the RFEs. But I'm saying that who FA president I taught buses, ama clubs. That was my state.
Okay.
And for me, I think that at least there's some level of commendations. But I say, as I call ye, how are they in sequence? As I ba ye bonyuma kra, she said, I'm for a problem now. I am more about the buses. Me. Where I will have a problem is when and our football for who the cost of the price. If it is not overly inflated. Because you come here possible say basi bianchi a ton say 200,000. Ebekwaku we are saying near catch say a ton 450,000. Nebia says you can crank a bit me their ton. Tier rubber. In that case, people have a cause to be concerned about those things. You know, when it talks about basin, ubeka basin eto, ubetu freight and answer shipping, any clearance, any sani na normally, some of them crate or humbema clubs na. Obviously, they will get to know who really shipped it. Because there are some in common in them system who say, Omuto no kruma yakura. Omuto no kruma, ubi the ship the buy. Eno muton wa ha that the common so koso ni nyina no general de hia paaye no kredi
by na o ye discussion na o hu say bas na brand new you know say brand
no
okay.
I didn't
bibia ma utrim sa
no me who a painted bus bus I have
but o dwen hu say e be brand new
honestly my dream call either brand new or used because clearly on the TV who say you painting or ha branding or ha clearly say you're painting her a branding her and on the TV it looks new but as to whether say na any new one I say home used to know honestly my grand koso but the bottom line is that this is a football association or munyina sika and if for decide say sika no mo de better bus So if the price is good, me I don't see anything wrong. So what about Division 1 league edit third? What about Division 1 league edit second? Na yama use Barca. Barca no 23 seater capacity. Na 23 no there is space them omo penu betumi de 5 seats. Asisim apeja would work 28. Now, assuming it's not even good enough for match day travel, it could be good enough for your training schedules. And I think, say, the idea of the bus is not something bad.
Okay.
Besides that, somebody's campaign promise which he is fulfilling. There are several campaign promises every president including Kotoko, why you be branding your own so. Until there were anano, I don't think, say, for me, I should not applaud it.
All right. Yentu aso na emu wana no basis no so do ko hwe ndi mu ye kakra.
Yeah.
De ko ni wadi biase fo no. Omo de no nko an te sa na se eno nko an te sa so de na question marks bebre. Ko yina enim sabato niket.
Yes.
Owo George Free ho.
Yes.
Ndi e che no. Eno ne kodi ni wa na se omo se da hwehwe im ka se enyi de enye kra na mu asai na because omo so omo Fred driver say boss we dey say ehun adwuma bebre o ansana timi dey road
general
enye kra
enye by accident
eno na call no ha no mo sheda no mo yiye no ma na say
enye by accident
other clubs nya similar buses
mehu bus me no mehu Victory Club Warriors do ende me Roman nem ena mehu new adbiase dey picture ne video new adbiase dey no nya me tie obi ntumi convince me say by accident ena no kodi omo no because ya crofo din agu
yeah
ya sheda tro obi adin agu enti nipa kro na wa assign a basis no deliberately wa assign that bus to new edubias
so from nyina what is it
now you see
as a D magazine be
sometimes some people are not smart say vindictiveness general
yeah
say vindictiveness wo mu a
yeah
impempi utosini na timu asem na timu better easily adan na BBC no one munsiesie anasa se wunsiesie kura ene nka mo hu nipa a obekata modeja ana mo na ensoso ama mo no ko na ese ode enoma no
yes
na de unim so your opposition leader a obi anim se sabato your opposition leader a che se one mo nkoyie na ono na baasa sabiu enkoyie kura reform na tete no ekodi no wa bra unim se kodi no hope on do betuma ma wiase nyina hu se mo ade ne nye until the one who did assign the buses to them and assign that bus at least met Victory Club Warriors so there so aka se ni nyina ante sa
okay
until why did they give that one to New Adibias? Is it because oni omo camp nti enom de enoma na eno nso so na ama Sabiu omada pa wo bus no na abededi
o ma nwe hu yi kra
so dwen hu yi a enka do be kata wadeja so no ono na wo de eno mpo be ma no na eno de ebi anka e ba say vision nanka vision
sabato mo sibu 2029 ni ade ayi kra ro so mu nyere prampra wo kai
wasi prampra ma ya ne kama so paint we ne ade agu mu unim se ni wadu bi ase anko
osio
eno mo parade o manko
o
mo ye occasion ni na wie no mo small bi so nko
papa base bra it is also wo kushia afena benefo no kushia say omo accept ya na say omo informa de ko bus we dey we dey fam we bro na won ka say ama ni wadu bi ase bus na wo ka no the odwe ho say yemfa we nkoma ni wadu bi ase no wa ha efe do pa smart back
we de enkoyie na nkaja vision o secret eja wo na wo ye o ye chief of staff
yes to the enyakura
be din na wakata ya deja so kakra de amaye enti whosoever assigned that one to New Adibiase was not smart and it's backfired.
Okay mami ko andi ho but before no no me ko andi ho na later ma ba behwe efi e the statement about bontin na sa statement no a chopa apology after Black Stars abysmal performance qualifiers ni no apology aba na amodi jebi ato ho ame ba na beka ni nyina na kwasi nyantachi pickups no or the 10 brand new pickups ema regions ni nyina RFA bienya 10 sorry one brand new Kotoko dem say dey da ho use mu Kotoko da ho dey Huh?
Kotoko there.
Oh, sorry. Did I you teacher? You say you teacher did that.
Kotoko, no, Obama is so good. Kotoko does
Kotoko the white one. So they brand new. They use we use watch. Yes.
Kotoko does it.
Home use there. So yeah, get them. Okay. Apart from that, auto Land Cruisers miensa. Okay, brand new. Meka question ndeti. Brand new. And known as say Kotoko tobacco. Prosper. Also tobacco. General Secretary tobacco. And a coach Otuado. Also tobacco. So 3 brand new by Land Cruisers now. Question ndeti to you know. But if we use to see
those three was bought. I think by a crowd after Nanteki had left. No matter.
John order
yes. But that was
no matter
after 13 years in office.
Oh, okay, but me can't why yeah. Me can't number of years or yeah.
That was after
buses are some now walk on. Yeah, can't the water buses and now water car. Okay, we see being see that. And I may just be IAB. But so the number of this number of years
or told the man football federation now. And your clubs
saying.
Say GFA no, Nenkrabata all regions, and any RFs. What am I say? Ghana Football Association, your head office was Accra. Each region has the office, and they bought it for the FE to run the regional football.
For that was the first time. First time, you talk cars about RFs, you know, I brand new. We know Land Cruisers.
So your contest, that's your contest.
Yeah, buy you know, Kets Eyusu Bako. Na Prosper yusu baako na Otoado nso yusu baako sisia nti cars nasem nso no the Ghana Football Association wishes to express its sincerest apologies to the good people of Ghana for the Black Stars' inability to qualify for the African Cup of Nations 2025. We understand the disappointment and frustration this failure has caused, and we share in the pain and sadness of our beloved fans. We acknowledge that the team's performance didn't meet the high expectations of the nation, and for that, we are truly sorry. We would like to take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to our loyal football fans for their unwavering support and encouragement throughout the qualifying campaign. Your passion and dedication are what drives us to strive for excellence. Going forward, the Executive Council, at its meeting of Wednesday, that is ENRA, 20th November 2024, took the following key decisions. Number 1, immediate dissolution of the management committee of the senior national team, the Black Stars. In doing so, we sincerely thank the members of the committee for their service to Ghana football over 10 years. Number 2, the Executive Council will meet the head coach of the Black Stars, Mr. Otoado, on the 27th of November 2024 to discuss his technical reports on the just-ended AFCON qualifiers and the overall performance of the technical team since assuming duty earlier this year. All right. Given the passion and concern shown by members and stakeholders of Ghana football as well as the general public, the GFA shall hold a Ghana football retreat to which members and all stakeholders shall be invited. Members and stakeholders such as SWAG and the media, the National Sports Authority, PFAG, former captains and players, coaches, supporters, football enthusiasts, sports-related professionals, that is medics, economics, marketers, etc., and opinion leaders, including traditional rulers, will be invited to the retreat. I know your Ghana football retreat in seminar. Okay, the ministries of sports, finance, and education, and key authorities such as Ghana Revenue Authority and Ghana Tourism Authority will be represented. The meeting shall be held on the 28th of November 2024 at the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. with the primary purpose of soliciting views and perspectives from stakeholders of Ghana football. The output from this retreat shall be used to develop a roadmap for enhancing the performance of the Black Stars and other national teams. We appreciate the support and patience of the Ghanaian people and look forward to making amends in the future. Ghana Football Association and this statement and so abre chopa we are very sorry. Black Stars Management Committee if we neko yeguno na executive council no any head coach no be share 27th of November na oma discuss the technical report just ended AFCON qualifiers here edenim guase na ebre on be share coach no on the 27th of November. Na fe omo yen hihye bi Ghana football retreat and also ebekoso 28th of November. Omo share coach ni wi ade chen ya na sa retreat no ebaso na no mato nsa frɛ nipa hudo bebrebe swag for National Sports Authority for PFAG for former captains, players, coaches, supporters, football enthusiasts, sports related professionals, medics, economists, marketers, etc., opinion leaders, himfu nyina no mu nyina no aba na yadwendwen Ghana football ne Black Stars the ministries of sports, finance, education, and key authorities such as Ghana Revenue Authority, the Ghana Tourism Authority, omu from nyina na omo aba na yadwendwen Ghana football and so yaba ne aba behwe sansem we and so enyina 28th esamu nyina no mokobi na moko church madwen kwan refa so be page Ghana football and a Black Stars naro yeni abreu na wo ye emwa
yeah oman fra konfo association akonfo there
say traditional rulers be no yakọ akonfo be ba na traditional rulers
e betum ba ho na asofo ni suruku groups no
one fra sofo one fra traditional rulers here they say come fra imams ni
fetish
priests ni any asofo no religious leaders
fan clubs
no, not a serious baby. You
know, I see.
No, we are serious.
I'm reading a part of the statement that was released.
May come back to cast and Tanzania about we. Okay, we are now.
Me person me can release after you feel Côte d'Ivoire. AFCON.
Me suppose release it. From one.
Oh, the bad one thing.
Etienne mo say January do it intent because na say so omo ba ha e be share press omo ko sunyan ko share press omo wo swag awards ase kom na ebu asori kan
nti we ya ba me nkan
emfaso bia ni sunyan emfaso bia ni to say omo di we ba beto you know Black Stars executive committee ye call Cameroon and omo di players they call that hotel ase no omo night club ye ba ya na ye ka ase yin no how many times ya ka say the management committee of the Black Stars. I feel no more about solicit ideas about my football. You know, we almost the above talk na enche 2021 year patch, 2024 year patch. You call work up year patch and Chombesabe patch. We need to come the way, but they know the right things or put to in place in football in best. So much almost selfish interest, ne call up now, or teams in Kwan year from. No more appointed the right people for positions. Said you, cars in the Okan. Abdul Salam Kwan beating Ababonti Abekasa, or Pientmin Casabu. Into no know the Abayaka. Or my the cars and a moment. Now we draw to 4J or Modiano, a son up and in a bo. Abdul Salam Kwan beating Akasa, or more Macan, you be intimate Casa. O Bien, we go more Macan in aye, praise singers and the fans and Kwan on the Mayafino. Into we almost buy and Chombesa tribute. Said you, Omobeshians and Trefo one, and St. Trefo can seem be trelm. Less than 2 years, no more be chance to you. Where a populist release. I de cotton from any mama Ghana for what in Omakasi. Oh, and your man Omuka and I see Otado. In your technical report to be a Niamuzo Tado Wasa. In your technical report to be a. You know about Africa Cup of Nation qualifies. Aminu Chado say a ball power no say oh te bench win na ball wan hwe wan kra. Ye Martins na e ball or see ye ball power wan hwe Martins na ba kokra. Ye hia technical report bia. Nti we ehun hia we ensesa hwe ye bit. Nansan ya Tony e bo akoka na Happy FM say omo kra no. Omo share ideas to the football people they don't take it. Nti afi they always say ba be free who play for what. Nti we ehun hia e ya twere no afi no mo ba be pacho. Ya ball mo gu ye nim asese. A national team more picking it from a certain level. I'm a more good say having a mobile patch. There's no need for this to this. You know.
To we cast no.
Cast the oh, card didn't see I can we send a quack says a sequence. A canon mobile. A card dada. You know. Card dada about July, September on the course of Munkoye Hojuma. Now my can was said you President President Chica or Toma Egina. You're born on that. You need standard to say they know any kind. Now auto pick up from my area, but you don't know. Oh you football. Say yeah you as every president. Says carry on with the Kotoko and say come on fan Tobas and come to bed. Come on fan your way. Come on for you who you know. Some man fan Tobas and come to bed. Come on fan your way. In Tisicadi you will be what you bet me invest in our football my football like last year time Omuka say we di first be see 10 ya bema o say I said the same thing say senka ya amfa sika na ma first 1 to 10 because of abato na ya ba beto na sika na anka da so no kombo de pede enti sika de ye wo be betime invest in our football amana koyi but you are not interested now blame mo enye yi say Western Region RFA chairman say eyen central for na kata say your football ni koyi omo ye bondi omo ho omuwe eti de no bass we no ade kan na hwa nje gina say people can dance, people can be elated obi abetimi abon nsem but say you know you standard in our football.
Okay,
so I remember your game na grow say anya sa anya no na da bia yes mediocrity oh ya comedy enti ya yi e body betting ba akodi amaya na etukrom say comedy enti ya the body betting ba akoma we are all over the place cars ni nyina say ya na tie eye car dada ahodi bia nim but Abdul Salam enko an betimi akasa because omo market nyina na se bo no omo bo say FA president the boss yaba omo campaigning for the next time until o say e bo na baso it is said the car I will not spend so much time on the car because no we had enough of the car this
omo I dey boss na omo nye ready say cha 2 weeks we omo magazine
you know omo
so na boso che
e be say sikwa musa how dey say how be e be say sikwa musa ka dada agene ho Korea ho ba bi no makam jabre wo se omo nyi no omo mfa nya omo tim agene wo dey so obete ho asem agene ho Korea ho ba bi we obi de Quran na ko school no man pack esi ba bi na
uboti na kan na say
you know me woni me ya adwuma da ben maka asem ha ya intro da
say basis no mo de na de nkura ko school
me say I woni
me e America
yes and I me say woni me ya adwuma da ben maka asem ha ya intro da
be say me say nkola na de nkola ko school no eno na kan wa na
my research
na de nkola ko school Korea
omo jesi go 2008
Eba
bedru Ghana me na America
you
know you take me by my word Eba bedru Ghana in July September no mkofa koye hu adwuma e na afi no omodi aba betru
all right
be say fitafo be nya adwuma ye pepepe say do omo be nya adwuma ye sa how dey say wow
that's it
no problem
all right Neil chief o comment on buses na buy
no me hu pictures no na me ra ho pa you try inside the buy no me hu car no be clutch atete ya I've seen most of the teams now ya kwa away ya got two team buses ma who can find Sal those days with Ash Gold ya who teams be become Chelsea buses ya chira fit for your bus wa twa ba na so become Chelsea for buses yo club na tun bottom aton was akoto bus no omo be Chelsea kwam normally ya buses no mo use 2 years o our brother who the state one ya coin nti the distances between your clubs and the cities no it is okay so who ye be dey improve even your clubs here yempo ye ka say enrich the level no a ye hwehwe no besides you're not taking us from the scratch ye Ghana football no ye was 2004 ye House of Folk and Kotoko represent Africa Confederation no more final so you need the basic standard you shoot was so e ho na also be fire ko etika no kra ya mo ye nsem sa but udi oboshe no sunti ni ye boy nsem ni ye kohwehwe kai mu a me hwe ba ko break hand break you know na me raho say oh cat and the second one twam fonyini kra ka ye he fa twom kokoam ni ehu se wa ye papa but say we be kata papa na waye no so ade na Mr. Kotoko wo ye ho saa it obi na deceive no na me saa na ba mitrim so mo brand we no ye late to the ceremony to oroka wan hwehwem e no the keys ne shop em saa na madwene ye me ko hwehwem akonfa keys ne shop mo sem wow Mr. Ket the person who BBC report we an American CCA or say or reference Ghana back in 2010 the leveler look Sergio look driver ni no kra no o twika no seat na hi am wo de atu seat no so ma ate no so hi e de ye ho yi ate no de atu seat so ate na mo hi aye flat ada na ye ho sa look at the handbrake no Sergio
okay
BBC asem no so okay can see or rebecca or say this is a national 2010 na ono now representing the whole of Africa in the presence of Mandela, one of the greatest figures on the continent. But in the same nation, you know, you call it the big boys are not on or running or kwakotete. What happened within the 14 years?
What translates right? So
and what be brisa?
Can kakre mammy.
All right.
BBC.
Yes. And your BBC, wait me I call BBC.com/articles. I say, Ghana, what next for the Black Stars with AFCON 2025 place at risk? When the GFA gave the job to Utuado initially on 3-year contracts this year, the message was clear that the focus was on qualification for AFCON 2025. Meaning, say, on one person say the focus now at the time that they was just the qualification.
Yeah.
Not on Conquer trophy in Fambra. Na mi wuram ewo ha. Mi wuram no de internet na me gina so. Nti ba me flow am. Headline na me kan kan ye no.
Enyam bi no Mandela de any ade nyina. So now.
The data
say na me
how.
Me be biem.
O ra no say mo ni hwe na say.
Be say me biem na me kan.
Na won kan no say uni friends say.
Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi so my internet.
Okay.
Wi-Fi so.
You know what's money.
So obiani da so. Obiani da so on the African continent say you call it big boys yeah you can home. But say Joe, yeah wo board mu nti you hunu the pain of this qualification yeah ntimi anko bi na. Mr. Kotoko first of all adwuma asesa wo ye maye e odi back to the top. Baby a wo wono de wase kra menye wo ho enwu ho ni mu ase. Asesa wo sa de back to the football. Club football, juvenile football kitin can the boy who answer for him. Look, we've gone to under 17, under 20 World Cups a year can dominant countries I can. It took qualify Wafu Zombie, Ejinanu de Bo, to do Accra Hinaujia. No, you haven't done anything. Your football no asecra. Now Spain nano or more a bane or more FA president. So wakofe abayo illegally. And you watching on Mokoje trophy. And watching on Mokoje trophy. Yeah, who say, oh, you put money free why you every country 2006 Italy the greatest scandal to omo year na no omo ekoje World Cup no this omo na so say Joe ye ket onye dwuma no at some point no obefra kunwa so ama ye football no ye nye torchlight he's not doing anything you who the major policy or the aba e she nkran basis way say Joe me who basis na me ra ho me stress me team ama the one team in terms of who the America
ye koba ye behwe Andy de wakane de no ho awi statement no de ababonte no na narrow say a similar statement by after Cote d'Ivoire right and the commission after Brazil no so Jamefe commission no e dey be pa no one kan and our report be no one farmer be boa my Black Stars near Ghana e bia a whole commission no
the book is
omo transfer dwene pa ne mu say owura Jamefe nsema hodo ne commission de babonte no emu san na ye kra na ye kenkan ana say efi mpanifo no omo kan ababen no mo fa firim the bia retreat the bia stakeholders meeting the bia ye be free bia be hia ho enso ye be free ho akono enkosi hwe e fomwa na beko any waste of amount for time keke you know busa no narrow and any waste of time
na we nipa why na beko
Ombeko.
Hey, ombeko pass Frank was. Item 13
Oh, David. Yes, don't go. Please. Penifon ebe from. Memfa item 13 ba.
Why you saying
Me say item 13 tin a man for beko ombeko. So withdraw that.
Out of or per passo.
Withdraw that, please. Withdraw that.
Say aduane ntin obi faka.
And withdraw that.
No, you know withdraw. I was giving reasons why people will go. You said people will not go.
Say the problem faka free tamale a concrete say aduane no go. Come on, don't go there.
No, you know what's my withdraw no. My withdraw no. I'm saying that people will go. My train was but I'm saying that people will go. Say how mobile no. Yeah, uncle. Mr. Manko. Basen and for coin. Omko sunyane ebebira anko baby mu koi. So people will go. You know, and let's not forget, amount for a beneficiary of this regime. You know, amount for a beneficiary of this regime. And then I don't pense in coach do baby when assistant coach of the Blasters. Into your own crowd at the Sabasi or call United. Look at the teams. You do expect an Aquamedan to come and complain about the bus? No. Because we are part of the under 23 management committee. In as much as people are not happy, there are people who are elated. That is the Western Region Football Association chairman or no way okay bar. Because in the park, there be a carpet cries in your money.
Is it a Homer? What is the name?
Crosby woman.
The papa man Western Regional a Homer, right? On a basake owner.
Yes.
Na DNT the ono nti na ye sa park ni tum. Say mo ball we nyina se. E club fufuro bia nka e ma no mo. Okay, yen compare nyina se. Any Brekum Golden City Park na e ka so mo
Simon Ehoma.
Yes.
Simon Ehoma.
E ka so mo ko ball we duana no. And
ni mi do na park
na ye. Ba yo hwe Brekum owner na. Ono no ye George Free. Now we are making ko bia no what dream ma.
I say we dem me na me kai ala to.
No, but if you ha me no cry how say it. And this me support no. But no cry me nkata so da. That is me.
Okay.
Yes. Me nkata so da e bia na cross over my mind. But me compare no maybe. Brekum na e ka say onti mo ball Brekum sa time no. Onko do man ko ball no. Sa park no. Ene de ya pene so anyina se no. Ba sekefo park no. Dey na papa. If any more na ne ma a friend say amofa because amofa wo opposition amofa ni yes into the ko anya e ma wonne but a home de na aye west no on the omo because o yafa sa de see ya na nsem bi o ha narrow
you see
so we dey won say
no you said it as it is
yes
because you tire some no tiny
yes
it may sometimes so I do so as a mifilicate sometimes me asem never that's how I want to look at the issue. First of all,
yes, serve Ghana.
Yes, we need to serve the country and tell people the truth. The entire maybe say him for never call sa invitation and they say Ghana problems will be any. We know our problems. Inti ye could brainstorm me akoye dem problem. Na sa problem no ye be brainstorming enya no. The current FE, Kotoko in the Executive Council, Omudi Omo manifesto aton chen. No ma be fair no. We no free honoma. Why name him say Utuado, John Pentel, Fatao Dauda. Ain't to me nye Blasters coach. Why name him? They can't do it. You see, in an anka me back right after AFCON. And Omuyi Chris Utinedi. Omo and trying a report. Yeah. Because Chris Hutton appointment will be any baby free buy. Yeah. So after qualifying to AFCON and failing to progress beyond group stage, he was sacked without even waiting for the report and anything. Where the any appointing any idea intino yakotenasi a dissolving management committee. Yeah, train report. Yeah, the train report near the near Kataswa. Ubunsu at the time near short. Don't go to us on coin. Into Bimra Meshia Mecadian.
Then I would also dissolve management committee.
Management committee, not the reporter.
The day the general so dissolve.
And I make us on report. What to me, who train coach report and son way in it. A day report now pay. The guy has failed woefully in the history of this country. Ghana more African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Wabra 6 matches, yan winning back, okra da. Ebin si da. And today na wuchen bim. He's proven beyond every reasonable doubt that he's not carved for the job. A Juma no on to me yet. And unim here general. Na man for kaona World Cup in here, World Cup in here. Our inability to qualify for African Cup of Nations, you know. Se Ghana for infant said 20 and Kebenya visa. Ako World Cup, say qualifier. Ateswa babe 15 or 10. You know why? Ukwa embassy also copy visa called US of A. A se u prove chere embassy for nse wo tedi national team achi. Etu kwan. Intinya mieni ni penimni. Se ko Morocco na. Men kame advise you be opeso ko US bia say on try so be ko Morocco ni bi. Na onya akwanya tu kwan ko Morocco ni national team ni kwa. You have given them reasonable reason say who you be a national team when your travel experience and that you are a fan of the Black Stars. Enti ene ya yenkono saafo ni nyina da no omo chances AI slim and I say swat kakra. Enti ade we yesi nkofo bo ofu mugusua emumua epekwan abefa society otuado atana ono can otuado you see team no wasano were losing grip of the team how he even handled the captaincy situation, you know. I say Bibia, time now you ball World Cup qualifiers any mal in Adebayo. No. Me sure send that those wrangles in the mind. You need coaching. What started for fra play a BI ready for you. But only o more tna o more hesania we are on training methods or selection and this ania man Nencrofash I said any real. What do level of players in any confidence in him again? And this will be again and say African Cup of Nations qualifiers a different. World Cup de no ya de into do World Cup ne de obeba boniya. Trust you me, he's lost the confidence. We need a new manager bounce.
Mo mpiska kra, boso ya beso. And the 21st. Enti midija kra, we say no dos.
Ibirema market delay.
Yes, bibia bitimasi. Timisremo. Awa Mohammed, me kwaba. Enti yaba de na
I was enjoying your comments pa.
Oh sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so
asem na esi do say you. I didn't say that response. Anything I was
se kan de twa. We ni ye make one ni ya.
Akwai say me, ma sorry, na me pese me say Seju adwuma ye me fe. Me pese me ye ti say Seju. Na Seju no die na waya wa ba bedu. Die na Seju no ya. Amana ba bedu ba bia wadu.
Yeah.
Eno bia ne se me nko he template na me hwia Seju.
Yeah.
Enko se me de bibia ko wada.
Yeah.
So akwai say it shows that the administration are not ready for the job. I feel now Babajo, ya consensus, Seju. Yakwa, they be the same problem. So should let administration expect us to show them how they are going to do to go with the direction of football. Okay. Seju, they know.
Awa.
Ukoba, Seju.
Ukoba. You want some background, right?
Seju.
Rural Africa.
Yeah.
And the now catch them say World TV.
Yeah.
Amo de CAF ka 34 million US dollars.
34 million US dollars.
Dia yi no mo show ni no mo ntweska.
Omo tuebi.
Akabi.
Who's a CAF at the TV right sponsorship okay say AFCON almost around $72 million ka munyaye. I said you scan bia he won no so do so kaka. Okay. $34 million there.
Yakoba we need other African so because yeah the two start times so what is enter e bia start time almost have back
yeah matisa this your money payment plan kwa
eba yes is kawom na omutua nkra na kwatikwa ya ehwede yes ye mpensa the start time entrance na monkasa na ntiase enya djuma start time so mo di ade na abeche no e kawuma muntua ma clubs no
tue kura foro na tu ayifo
yes so Zara say
yeah no kre
na ye won ko formro ye yire dada omo han fan ko si musumo ba muntua ska ma clubs
ska no and almost say improve and
clubs no nyade no survival
that's it
start time obi ntimi nyam na mbetima ye kuntan ma beji muso amuntu eska why enyerisa ndiye kwaba na ya ba beto aso de amamo coach ogum so ono a na de Kotoko
doma ono a na commander ba back
commander ba almost is obakwa me yare Yes.
Funny claim.
Yes. Some of my mother could judge fine.
We can do it the brutal.
No man's land.
We can do it.
Yes.
Dr. Ogun, the flight never come.
Yes.
I'm not from another doctor, the flight.
Listen, I also. All right, we need other stories. Over with the American home. Kotoko for say omon tiase supporters no. Tinchina onko. Yes. Nti over here otwa Mr. Over here otwa. Okay, we now count time now. 11:08. Dr. Tintin me mo akwaba e dey aba program is so. Ye ba wa screen no so dey na dey go
In Germany, who Otuado say or great impact or youth places so in Germany. Now, we should deal with blaster no. Or control on crown so simple for no. So far, local place. Okay, can the last 5 coaches on an Alfred Dropper in the boat stint. Alfred 10 local place.
Okay.
But the collapse in favor certain department. Also, in Toja kind said there are certain areas B and a local boys in which me show up. And so reflective or to the collapse and so. Measure the impact when you're on few local boys. So far, Alfred 10. After 10, me breaking it down.
Okay.
And how those guys got into Utuadne books. Okay. And then why certain area be there. I want to be collapse in the B. Number the TSC fee. I should coach Samubodu, the Brickum Chelsea. Our connections, oh.
Samubodu.
Yes.
Yes, only nation.
Slaughterhouse.
Yes.
2 years in Obian Foundation set to go and for more. Pressure will coach Samubodu so.
Yes.
And the machine the team no.
All right.
And they come to him.
All right. Remember, never hear my time now, sir. Also, you know. Abre.
What's what you can 2 minutes of free.
2 minutes of free so that. 11:09. Ochia Heba.
Ransford.
I'm for ready. Ah, Muti. Ochia.
Sergio.
Kasa you.
Sergio, hey. On say, American chair what you for her phone na. Sergio, your name you know ma Ghana ayede na me manage.
11:09. Okay.
Yes, oni beji ball. And asa de be sana beto pan wa dem oni age. Na se ne ball na awiwi se makoni edu. Na se emunye da foni ebra dem de no. Na se dem de no be ye wo dade a. Na obehia edura no odin ti se otwa he ba powder. We ni edura be ma wa ye mmere. Kojo to me kan sa akiro. Ade no kura ewu ensori biem. Enam yade abi nti no me pa achew no mo twa he ba powder. Eye edura no nya ya. Ade a wo hia ye nsuohye wote ba akwa na wo de agum unum ane fra na wanom no gona asa na ebra akoni padua mu no ehɔ na sisisie na ya wo ya ache enam adwumadi bi nti sisisie no hwea enye yie no wonom otware se kima na siawe na ekɔ ebi onya ka akwanhia na amana beka hɔ no ana ye mesini upagya blog bi na beka hɔ no wo de nom otwa he ba pa da asa siawe no etu ase na edi ama wo koko na etete wo koko nti se bi ko private a moje ba nya asem ketwa koko na kokoko na atwe ba na eye wo ya koko na fi hunam na ani nyina mesro ye wo hia otwa he ba powder ti otwe gunsu ohie mu num enya nwono enka na ono otwa no wo yam na ebom kum koko ni nti no nyina ebejai ebetu ase kama na edi amawo na ho atimi ato be ma na dwu ntumi na wo ba dwu so sa ma de akise we wana obi abadwu sa wontene mesro edura wo hia otwa he ba powder o tie gunsu ohie mu anom na Johnson na o Johnson ten mu nyina no afiri ho de amawo ugina fa kusa wo Johnson say de na maaye wo ba chimachi na Johnson ma mesro no mo twa he ba powder ti gunsu ohie mu nom asa na o Johnson enflow kama na enfama wo hwe ye ne yankwahya wo rubber ansa na watimi Johnson afo be yasem kase e de amawo ene ya ho de na Johnson na ha wo no de wo hia wo twa he ba powder ana Johnson na wonam nyina ya wo ya woni gusisi ya na de kise we mesro ti gunsu ohie mu num kama onu otwa no ano obeda kama na ho atimi ato e ho na to ase twe na eye wo ya na ba wo na kokomu na ba wo sremu wo so nya siatica wo ye no bebrebe enko mesrew adura wo hia ye otwa he ba powder siatica na etete wo wanum nu anum na enko no ahe ene wo last stop wo de gunsu ohie mu na ono no ano na afiri ho kama na ediamo obi ada BP do so 10-15 years why dey also ye bia enko sani pa na no mo twa he ba powder na BP na ba normal dia mo no wo ye be ma yare maka wasem nyina yare a etimi gu ani mase etimi ma be ye mre e ma be ye mre e wo dem mu afi wo ho de sembe kofom mesrew ebra ono mo twa no na yare na ekọ na wugina brand enti se wo ho na ye be ma yare bia hawa ono mo twa pe 30 minutes mo so ni kan na ete e wo checheche pe bibia ye num otwa he ba powder
wo ye oba o men's no emma yi eba 2 days na etwa eba no ya se ye wo ya ebia ko ya dibi na na koba sa de o hia na otwa eba powder o to adu na frame ebe to de oba ne kama na etimi e de aba ma your numbers no screen ni so fan frame 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 82 81 and 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 Kumasi ade bia tuma duro bia ko hono ma se me to twa ya ba powder o kon kran ya o kan shi draglin o mo to do nyina obia eton bi Circle Kessben FM ye fi hono so ebi e wo hono mo se ebia wo ko foridi a Gapson pharmacy ko ho a ebi e wo hono mo se wo sunwan ya cap heba o stadium hono ma ko ho a benya bi ato hono mo Clement heba enso so e wo brekum station hono ma na se abrosan miensa former champion so e wo bi Kotoko a was tam so junction ebi e wo hono mo takrade fo be ko AA Mensa Jeff e wo mankesim wo se me pedro e friend se otwea heba pa na bi ato anom wo tamalea PK Gombila okonu ha bebrebe ho abanya bi ato na wanom na asaw yare free numbers no abra oto aduro no na kan ha wo kire ye yento ye bo ase nkire mu nkire wo na ehu ni abeya abenom no aduro ba ko ye nchem ba ko ye no nyina once meso wotia no a ye nya bi fagun so hie no mu numo na fra kama na nom na wo ye oba na ma nko ye wa hemfie ho enka bi wo ho enso bi gu wa odi oba no kra ompe na naba hemfie ho a wo ntimi ntina ho wo pa aduro siesie hu a mbache wo emfa ne ma nhyehyɛ wo sa akeke nom ko ye aduro na eyare na wo ni padua no mu onum aduro no yare na ma na ko baaye no ama kwan na bia kesese ne wa hompe no onum na esiesie kwan no yare na ekɔ na ye kuma bi oba wo ni atenka no kun radem na ya asem oba fetche wa wo ntehwe de ehia ye wotwa heba powder tigun so ohie mu nom asa ya be be ma se wo so wo nam 40 years na wo kɔ enne wo so be ma na efon twa na atwinwram yare na aka no ama na kɔba saa adura wo hia ne otwa heba powder wo tiegun so ohie mu nom na abra onum otwa no ano na yare na krakra na efiri hɔ nom wagina brand se bronya ye ebe ye de otwa na esiesie ho di bronya no sense abrochirefo ne ba omudi sika eba yenso ye bo ha ye ne sika ye me sisi mo ye dene because the sika ba esisi mo odin a wontimi nyim firi wonsem na sisi ne mu ayemre sika ba de ye ne obaje ogana firi wonsem sisi wo ho ye be mamu ne timi gina brane ma yare ne nko stroke na aka wato fom ama fa adwodwo sabi ye man ne kra be makra no be masem nyina ateko ewu ko joto a oba no mo twa heba powder na stroke ne nti wa sorry na wanante na onante nya nante keke o esa de ahode sonko be gina ma hwe no mu amotimi apempem akọ anim mese be ma wote ase a eni kwan se oba mawu e wo se wonya ni gie de biara da ko mese we firi wiase sabi owo di e wo ho e je dakoda ba na so se owo no nya ma ya ye boy ho ban firi ade ho ni nya apomuden sonko de nante tia mese Dr. Aji me kama sam say oba bia wo 7 gate ah wo say obi ma no bla no hia dem no we be first gate second third fourth last one what him Aji wo si me nyai wo se to aso akọ ne ye woni oba tena 10 years ni oba ne ka Aji da wo wa muta me 2 minutes petre pe ono awi a wo de offer numbers na wo frɛ ya na wo ka wo ha na kyerɛ ye na ye de key bia ka wo twea no ho na ye de ama wo na onu motwea no na yare ne kɔ no wo gina brane na o time na kɔ animu mrantia no de efi 30 mo kɔ no time bi o ti meje 54 no mo time 10 minutes because mo ti meje time no anadwo na wa frɛ me Dr. Mpacho me ho kyerɛ me meje 50 minutes na mabrɛ ye ntimi na ho hwe biem gi time be so ene wa ho de ni wunyini mu aduro ne ye otwea herbal powder ba bi eto aduro bia bowura ho no mo kuma se ya no mo kɔ adum museum ho Brahima, the rubber stamp original ones no bebrebe e wono ho aduro no we na onom na asaw ya we say enetie ye nchem de onam bia no benya bia to kuma se de ba bia enkran de yo okashi drug lane ashaman yo ekus pharmacy takra de AA Mensa takwa owas tamso junction PK Gombila e watamale fire numbers in the frame 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 228281. Last number is 0550 639037. 0550 639037. Say who sunya cap heba stadium obi ohonom na wo brekum so a Clement Heba or station one as a former champion Abrosan Miensa obetimi so akọ wama na Foster Vida honom Millennium Heba enso so ewo Doma Ahinkru and Kejesi Heba enso so ewo Doma Ahinkru eduro ne ye otwea Heba powder yes ejane showa
wa na obeba okay ntintan doctor ebedase otwea Heba mon friend numbers no na monim panifo yi eni enkomo Kessben Television, Kessben 3.3, Kessben 2.9 Accra. And Chawa Mohammed Babe Transi Nafi, Odiura Africa Kakra. Yebetu asan kumodutwi so statement here Ghana Football Association omode aba abonti na saying wadwi eyo efa ho nafi local source kakra wa ya bobo so nkran no de na so de ba de afa ho. Lawyer Kwame Boafo, lawyer say we've lost count of the number of times the FA has rendered apologies to us. After every match they do. Apologies don't make them competent. They are not even competent enough to appreciate that Otto Addo is not up to the standard required of a Black Stars coach. Lawyer Kwame Boafo and Ejawim Eguho Ede Amayen. Okay, Ben Sola. Ben, as he's saying, have you forgotten what Abdusalam Yakubu said some time back after his team knew Dubiase couldn't qualify for the GPL? Have we also forgotten how Sefi All Stars versus Basake Holy Stars game, the referee called both teams and told them that the game will be played the next day, only for the match officials and Basake Holy Stars to refuse to appear for the game. Just look at the way Basake Holy Stars gained boardroom points to gain promotion. And you expect Simon Ehoma to talk ill of the Ket regime? No way. Ben Sola, there also the Abraham and Anopay program, no, and so I don't know. Concerning Ghana football and the current sports authorities, be the GFA, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and the government of the day, school sports is nothing to talk about. The last time GES organized inter-district and inter-regional level sports was somewhere 2018-2019. The basic school level was organized in the Eastern region and Upper East region, hosted that of the second cycle sports. No one is seeing the effect this is having on the national sports performance. If you want to see the better performance for the Black Stars or the Black Starlets and the other regional teams, we need to be serious with school sports. Thank you very much. My name is Kwenu Kofi John, Municipal PE Coordinator for Upper Dinchira East. Anyway, and so Abreye. Kwenu Kofi John, Municipal PE Coordinator, Upper Dinchira East. Yeah, that was a Central region, yeah, Upper Dinchira East. Okay. Messages from all over.
Sergio, school sports now kind of here pa. When say Milo games no more chassis qualifiers no. And I think say Samuel to the blue man mo juma with regards to say the school sports on course or mo qualifiers no mo we are no more the Milo games no abeshishe so baba ya sports stadium. I just hope say bet to so the other regions na yetimenya those talent no. Sergio, school sports no talent ne ye nya mo ani eto mo de age eja mo Sergio. Even she guys or 100, 200 meters, she long jump. You have some of them who are very good. But even how do we tap their talents? Set up maybe some scholarship schemes. Say Abdul Rashid Saminu said you can was him during the Olympic Games. Now or Azaria Heya Tafu. And yet some couple of them who were passing through the schools to reach up to the top. No? Sergio, anopa ina oka say New World TV omoye indebted to Confederation of African Football and to the tune of around $34 million. Sergio, scanne the dosopa. Yes, the Dr. Patrice Motsepe led CAF Confederations Cup. CAF Confederations Confederation of African Football has done a massive job, Sergio, in terms of sponsorship. Sika ebeba kafa from TV, from other sponsorship packages. So even the recent AFCON, it was a success. Over 2.8 billion views from the digital, from the main TV broadcasters and online and radio no and sikabem. And for the first time you see major interventions. Been see that. Senka say kobo CAF competition say from prelims near my club $50,000. It been see that. And for the first time CAF the new proposal but say FA president of any member association on the continent you'll be earning an allowance of $50,000 a year. Ghana, Nigeria, every other country, Ningina ye sika CAF etimia genuity and on the success story of CAF based on how they've been able to raise revenue and also reduce or more costa ana ka omo de kakra. And I think say Dr. Patrice Motsepe on that score has managed that one very well. But the New World Order TV no there, I think say they must press upon that. Na omotime nyesikano ye nyina be kai the incident I see between CAF and Lagade over 1 billion about 10 years sponsorship that contract was breached. All of a sudden Bibia say even TV rights sponsorship on the continent abeyasem. And this explains to you the reason why during the last games of AFCON qualifiers he said you New World Order TV for ntime one who says say Super Sport ababak. So that game against Ghana, between Ghana and Sudan, no, among for Ghana for Bibri enye bianhe. Near born wakrano. A lot of people have to resort to YouTube and the others. The same also applied to what happened when we went to Libya against Sudan. So you need the package of CAF ni New World TV no. Adia ban indebtedness sika omode CAF no. And look at one of the reasons say Super Sport mo abem. Even the AFCON call so ewo Cote d'Ivoire. Initially na koba say ka Super Sport kwenyi. Later on, after bashing among forecast, say Mokra, Muyi European leagues, why not Africa? Meanwhile, you are based in Africa. And I think say SSA CAF a press you mo. No mutiminya that sikano. And I think say a buy in the coffers of CAF, a beboa ama the member associations no and so nya kakra no mo dia share football administration over the continent. Say you eno na make about say we your mind na o develop league. Na ye quality players. Many can say there are two young boys. Sejo mungina 20 years. Mungina Orlando Pirates. Rebohile Mafuken Sejo just around 19 or 10 to 20. Say many can say Sejo Hugo Bruce Amane the first cap ever the South African national team no. Or no any Muhau Nkota. Sejo these two boys say pages be your picture their tour. Sejo these two guys European clubs are busily chasing them. And indications who from South African Live this morning just say with these guys you know say you around 5 million euros or so. So say you can imagine having this amount. Say OTT Rebohile Mafoken never on the shot no. So imagine having this young boy now unya Muhau Nkota na wato mumienu na unya $5 million or euros a barber show team. You can imagine how you are going to take your club or your football to. And the clubs are having standards. They are doing well. They are paying their players very well. They are having a very good youth system. And it's having a telling effect on the South African national team. First in the end, this young teenager like this, over 20, when a friend on national team. No. With the exception of Benny McCarthy and Uswa. They were matured from Lucas Radebe, from Pierre Issa, from Obekai McFishmo, the late Masinga, John Shoes Moshwewu. These were all matured players. And the league has developed. They are now churning out young talent. That's the reason why player bets me free straight from South African league at their co-Europe. And you've seen some couple of times. Hanu say player free. Say Joe, this be our CEO and essence say our young age intera. Aziz no money David Odua Sejo Moko Basano. Sejo there were some age bracket be a komuma Sejo komunye binko. And this is where we are talking about. So we share standards. Now ma oblique bibia to ya bear the fruit of that. So you away from that, Samuel Chukwueze na Besiktas omode na to on their radar. Say next season they want to take him from AC Milan no na Bateki. At least yenya modern yehu modern more Victor Osimhen or free Napoli Ekobo Emma Galatasaray. And Besiktas have seen the fruit of their labor from how Senye Galatasaray Victor Osimhen ebo mo modern man no. Omosi kofa Samuel Chukwueze na ode omode na ba e Besiktas teams. You be keep your eyes on that score no ne hu said ye niam betimi akoso. Seju nyame boa next week Tuesday and Wednesday seju CAF Champions League no group stages no. Se mo nyansi sa date na seju e hyasie. Na nyame boy seju ye hyasie ye be koso. Unse CAF Women's Champions League ne de you do finals and you do finals ye ba bebo ochinechi that's 23rd no omobo final ye be hu ni omoagi CAF Women's Champions League omo wi ya na CAF Champions League group stages no atwa so last season we had our two teams from her amutimi wura to the group stages of both competitions, but this time around there ye nya bi ebia na interest na be mu last year no seju ebia na nkoso anya sa te se de bc this season seju.
Okay. Awal Muhammad, the days of Banama Opoku Ntianes Apa Okosi Apia Papa Ako Chanchanhine Lavin C Odia Kwechiri na Okoye we dia sena Oma football ekom ena eba bediyen. All right. Meko Dr. Amuzu ho na yakuti Dr. Amuzu enso kakra yentie doc enkra to de bre anopai na yemra meto asomamo. Dr. Amuzu.
Amuzu garlic bitters. Amuzu. Mema ahwefo akwaba ba Amuzu herbal clinic. Na mikita mi sem Amuzu garlic bitters. Amuzu garlic bitters. We ye the garlic aye di plus enubra nuntini eni ahaban mako 14 ya kan for the aye. Enti edro na hu odin wo soro pa. Mo amu the garlic ye na dia afraid ru. We die os de bia ni pressure wo soro. The hypertension or Amuzu garlic bitters is going to regulate the pressure. The need a high sugar level. And I said the time be able say or that or bedroom so brianajo kakra was no more dry. Kakra so come do. Who was how na the we hear a Amuzu garlic bitters. Untini muesisi moja no 8 min yakona be wo mu. Enti yamata mo bia won say 93 Edra American farmer no Amuzu garlic bitters. Obi said doctor me brepa samadana hu e de mame. Dr. Amuzu, my meduma dini nyine wie unya boga se ba go se gomu a. Obeda na ho. Uwo weak immune system. Obehia immune booster. Garlic pekesefra. Se niam we e boost immune system pa. Na nu anga se timia fight nyarewa. Uwo this year be a stroke. Aka na atu fom to miensama no odanti aka na wabre ne home wasoro pa na kuma ebose kim he oda fifre bet ni pa na fifre tino de ohia ya Amuzu garlic bitters de ne to ase twhwe ne pa yie de ka sciatic pains no ase sciatic no ne to ase twhwe no pa ababa na nanti nyina wonya Amuzu garlic bitters mo awie woye gyan ho aduma itema body ho moja wia na awie ama body de bie 83 what was radia na ana say o high cholesterol why kesi abroso ana say bitamu biera bo se na o teso kan palpitation unya Amuzu garlic bitters no mu a say how ni nyina e be free ho eya na kakan refree ade de ohia eya Amuzu garlic bitters. Amuzu garlic bitters, it detoxifies the body. Efi boni enya free the pedua mu. Essential bua mamoja no dia fusani yie pa. It also controls urine flow. The odun so basa odun so be hia Amuzu garlic bitters. Every way at the pretty pharmacy herbal shop biara mu. Open raise me say bia. Phenomenal tips na free for further and better direction. Amuzu herbal clinic na Mauji Hio Shalom. Me da hwefo ne tifo asida sene ebesianhia.
screen no so educate kakra ni nyina no yɛbɛkɔ no hɔ na afei mo videos na mo de aba no and so yɛbɛhwɛ ho kakra na afei ya mamanfo ahwɛ nsɛmpɔte na yɛtie nsɛmpɔte a mo de ɛbrɛ sɛ yɛba ne abɛtoa discussions no so local stories no p deɛ baɛ sɛ clubs no ebi players na ɛwɔ mu no ɔmo nyɛ ready deɛ na ɛbɛba ama clubs no players no nyɛ ready so ɔmo bɛbɔ ɛde ama coaches no ebi nsɛm bebrebe ɛna ɛkɔ so fa black stars players yi ɛho nsɛm bebrebe na ɛkɔ so ɛfa Kumasi Asante Kotoko players no bi nso ɛho ɛne other teams deɛ na ɛbɛba ama saa nneɛma no ɛtumi asisi yɛnwɛnwi wei ho so kakra kɔda ɛkɔ so no nyade a manage ho koraa has of nsɛm kakra si hɔ right but ɔman lose antoa so 4 times has of lose to aso mpre 9 no
they lost to Holy Stars lost to Heart of Lions and recover on next game against Bichim and almost have a board drawn on say win a back no say results so 4 games at a point no more winning consistently but not results no end second
yes 5 matches Obesia draw or lose 4 at Waso. No, I draw 1. No.
Out of 15 points or 1 point.
Out of 15 points.
Kotoko
14.
Yes.
Kotoko 14.
At a point, now Kotoko LED has to folk. How many points, man? 9 or so. Now Kotoko was second.
Yes.
Now had to folk at that 12.
Yes. No, you got to a time where in a last on the league table. You see league last from.
Yeah.
Now it's last on the league table.
Hasaya ya correct omunyoma beda osoro a lead with 3 points. Na say na nyoma si kono e likely so mbe twim 3 points no. See ya na kono dia. Enti now Andy yen twem kakra. What's going on? Is it true? E betuma basa. Na se banisa na e de ba dia say players bia yakoto etua oka we enjoy that. Na obeye say e na wo ye. Obo club no abro. Ebisi last season, I mean pam 22 players. Asa seba. And you're official.
Yeah.
But you didn't come up how. Yeah. Any players didn't come up. And I say a protective almost on the American comedy idea. Then they cost.
You know, one leadership issues within the club. And there is concerns about Kotoko management team. Those are the people that are expected to resolve the situation amicably. But pressure of coach Kosia Piaso, Dasobra is not around. Nana Penkran cannot hold the fort. Mr. Kutu alone cannot hold the fort. Inti clearly leadership is issue. Now, the leadership will be issue at the very top because you know you say coach any players in your
issues. If I can say by say prevent ogum. So man in contra touchline ewo doma including say yebenya omo ombe pese okakotra ho kakra enoso ba dudu ono an so say yempene e di pinchin ne beba bonga for original circles council on the release bia ba say omo meka be bia da say omma ogum encontra bench ne blah 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 but a free supporters ni bi ho e bia na bonga for original circles council BARCC for no omo entiba ko control Sanko no moyesano. Na kofa pinche about Odoma even before the game. Yeah.
You know again, it is even possible that so we a penny now that circles nanoa. She say sa issues no best security over the airwaves. And to say the bear team no benya the peace of mind to prepare and hope for the best against one of the rivals of the club. No? The leader will come out and say that story is false. But there will be people within that same circles, that same region, that will not be happy to see Coach Prosperity Ogum in the game against Adriana Stars. It is a Okana. Until let them know enough. They should work more to make sure, say, and someone on what they are about on things say, and you want to share today, no one someone more can say, Coach about our permanent bench their force. They should work more than the release now about on team. Now to the main topic for discussion. It is general number 1. Kotoko lack leadership and direction at the very top. Ufriwa.
Brother of one, over the working so. Brother of one be you who say no one is sad and I say, but leadership no. Supporters leadership no. nkomo omudi no ama apie commander kra no soldier pani obeka no hanom so ye ka kire waso ne ntia e ma honam
ate nka
aka kire waso no so waso de ne ka kire jai club no to na so ntia it means say oma ye meeting na bopo bi say no be
oma bopato
yes
e pono de oma
leadership na bopato
yes their first plan here the commander Griffith Beckham wa
yes
their second plan was they have a game so omo koko na se coach omo ko distracted coach with training ground it is possible that technical team here we coach Prosper na ogum tina coach Johnson Okulu ebe free has full kwasan back nti o hwe moro mo on na di omo nyina bai so it will be difficult for you to say that Prosper Nete should step down and any of the technical men on team nko nti sadia they should allow them to train but omo ko dia omo mprem omo nko bi ema coach ni nko bi that was the usual discussion minim sa asesa say bass ne ho die omo mprem coach ne mfo bass ne bi nko doma
but against nations also omo tu no fo obeka no hanom uti commander
yes
omo kasa mu nyina ne kasa I say on step aside
Saturday na nwumre
yes
Saturday na nwumre omo ka kire ne say match no players they complaining about him or players they complaining about
many players didn't come on omo complaining about him yes
nobody is supporting what the players are doing
yes
because for me it is unprofessional
sure
but players ne catch the circles and penning for ne say coaching a problem a kind of fashion on kasa omompe the utterances towards them and the very best system no do mo bon omunye okay now penning for ne catch the coach was one to ogum say on tiase that was 10 p.m. on Saturday on tiase now the match no on tenachiri na assistant no emfa team no emo sa match omuduro oboase no ho omuduro oboase no ho ono ese aba betra
no so tiase ba omo
o tiase anadwo no he accepted it o tiase anadwo no you know reported speech na mema
okay
o tiase anadwo no
so commander beka no ha
oh okay o tiase anadwo after commander dem so made come watch o coach tiase anadwo no omuduro oboase no ho obebo en nyama ansa ankoyi I agree. The two errors, you cannot blame the coach. But I'm saying that, apart from the two errors committed by the goalkeeper, look at the construction that led to the first goal. You know what there? So, be the tactics in Bemwa, be the attitude Bem, be the system Bemwa, on the construction, the pattern that led to the first goal. So, be blame with the team and the coach and on the Pakrobayadi. Now, you know, I call it. Now you be through the crisis within the team. Sajo, some pennyful and team and solve situation was so a baby drew a manager. Until you work coach and you work manager in Europe. The coaches and the managers difference and they say, you only be managers and your coach in team. So in this situation, what do? The first thing was Coach Prosper Nete told him to bench Justice Blay because I'm told that Justice Blay questioned him in the game against Bechem United. In terms of benching Justice Blay, a nation's game, you know. That was the reason. Now, Sejo, will coach accept say the utterances towards players no enyama? Because Abaya we've seen say in one of the games against us for Flyers. No, after Legon City match, no. And Claire Barnes or catch a player to say Momo Papa Tim and Cabo we can be see.
So no,
I'm saying Claire by I'm not saying say I don't know waka, but me say encre by say that was the initial you know a place that catch them crofo. And you be an bonus slim ka place na ka. That is not to say the players are right. And a general about Bedru coach and the players there are issues. Would the coach accept to sit back? Accept to say boni bia me dia yo bia bia no fan to actually. Sit the player down one by one, have a discussion with them. What are the issues? My problem, they say, why are you not performing? Men, I'm your problem now. My system, I'm on pana. Why are you not delivering? Why are the players all dipping in form? Even players who are playing very well by the start of the season, you know. Yes. No, you know, I can say, season is chance, and we saw players. Maybe Korea Kotoko is amateur. Because say, the Kotoko back three that I saw, a matured back three, that is good enough to play in Africa. I said it. Emmanuel Emchi, the Kotoko fans were all over the place for Emmanuel Emchi. For the games or mobile, Emma, Nipa Bebrika said that boy will help them. abetamo accolade ben abetamo enyaye Sejo Asare was rewarded several call-ups to the national team. Why are all those players dipping in form all of a sudden after just 10 to 11 games? It's just that there are issues. You expect the coach to see the players and have a discussion with them. Obiantu will be a mubonibi am there be a mumfante kotoko. And can't call important. So let's concentrate on park and so make it yourself. You're betting any results near to me acquiring. You know that issue has not been resolved. There's still tension between players and the coach. Intervening the team in our results. Players are not happy, the coach is not happy. The players are not happy with the utterances of the coach. The coach is not happy with the utterances of the players. There was no leadership to resolve that situation. It's a game, team the bed also. It is a joke. A dear Kwana or prosperity who a player be asked on the home man.
But is it true? So player be asked on your own moment.
Okay, you know, if it is not true, why is the team not performing? It's a new true. I didn't think the team not perform.
Team BR is all perform time BR now.
Team
dip in form.
A team can dip in form, but the team will dip in form. You find out why the team has dipped in form, and not playing for the coach is one of the reasons. And for me, it is the main reason.
But the Hamika Crass, we every last season they trade me, and you see players be on yes be your master. Name Omadani Omo politicians. Are ready to play for the coach. Ana Obama Kotoko. Inti Saki Omunina. 22 players. Yes, Saki Omunina hoping say ye wo Kotoko fufuro. Ye koto toto players fufuro mo board day. Or hineka or boy wo timu yeku. Ne nyoma hodo or hine ayema club no. Na league no season ye nu bebia. Yes, akonya players almost say more for the coach.
So the problem
is if the air is here,
is anything to go by.
Yes.
The air to us one say the coach is the problem. Because in the two discussion, who is the constant factor? It is the coach. Last year, almost all players never bro, politicians whom uncle. Coach need the players who believe we say, betim na ya Juma Oja Fred Kasare, Oja Peter Abidu Akwa, Oja Intimenu. Oja Chijamona. And wasa Oja Henry Ansu 5. And wasa top players diababe kahon. Wakoto 18 players diababe kahon. Players and so buyer. Almost so money no because coach problem. So who is the constant factor here? The constant factor is the coach. Be will coach in who players nempe. It has nothing to do with whether the players are right or wrong. I will come to the players. But the constant factor here is the coach. The constant denominator here is the coach. In say last season, but tie one-sided story from the coach. Player politician, Mompamano. It is said you, Bukai Pab and Morris reasons, man, by that. Edibisi ne. Say reasons now more candidate. Maybe Bob or man of the Matama Catcher was our end, you know, man, toss a reason in the baby. It is a joke. In all this, the coach for me is the problem. In the prosper, on Tiase, you know, you can be the Vittorio Pozzo of the side. You can be the Hassan Shiata of the side. You can be the Mario Zagallo. You know, you can be the Cesar Luis Menotti. Say players are more unkusi share. Football's at it here. You can talk about the NS Happel, the air graffitis, and the rest. Say players are more mawa dinra. Who you coach our born in Kopau. Enti a kwanya obe faso. Say the reason why we still talk about Carlo Ancelotti and Pep Guardiola is that it is not as if omunya issues so. Say are you sure Andre Lone will be happy? So no other go. Edu Champions League final I see Koto Ameda don continue. He will not be happy. So we happy no nyinipa. But until we see because Carlo Ancelotti will manage it. What did you go? This is the one a prakakra. But then again he is fit. Carlo will bench him, play Vini and Mbappe. So Mbappe now what did you go? Who is a certified player to start for Real Madrid? But you know what? The coach will manage it. Look at Modric when he had incredible ball. Bibia the team. The coach will manage it. A team I mean to Stephen Keshi who died because in the 2013, Yobo and another captain of Nigeria after first game or catch and say and crying a bit me about. You sit back, watch them, help them with the experience, and you won the AFCON. It is a do issues. Team be any human institution. There will be issues. But you find a way to manage and address the issues. Now the end results. Kotoko team we glad the brother Kedian as a do. Midfield and Hindu and the Boatimu Jinawa. Who back one starting a din and you new. But there were no issues. Results on the grand year. It is not the Batu Hefos team, the Masokwadu's team, where you have Ameture, Benechampion, Kofinti Boache, Yaya Mohammed. Fighting for one spot. Who do you back on the Nabon when you got to Konibinu? Nathaniel Samoa. Say, when you got to Konibinu. 5 players who choose 2. Who didn't boy. Nat, Ameture, Yaya Mohammed, Kofinti Boache, Benechampion. 5. What started 2 or match when you got to Konibinu? Maswa managed everything, and Kotoko had a smooth performance throughout the season. One of the best Kotoko team presenting in recent times. And yet, did the amount team Libya who choose players and now Brennan. You know, we are not going to go to the NBA. We are more. So, as per the level of Prosper, I don't think Dr. Nahota Makula again will come and tell us we should give the blaster to proper again. Because he had failed to manage the egos at the training grounds. He had failed to manage the egos at our park. And so, you know, be any fear of him. And for me, being a teacher and a lecturer, coaching should be an easy job. Because be any be a free bar. And then Krana a child of my class and said, "Oh, so you ma come and no mudin coma. Who we cry because of why are they so to me? So it's so sad. For me, Kotoko don't say important to the course. Okay. No coach. And I will be lose 7 matches. Near Saman at Kotoko Bill. Now I saw Baby lose 5 matches. That's still Kotoko. You know, it's unprecedented. I gave a litany of coaches who have failed not to the level of prosperity. They were sacked. People cried the league title to assume you know the FA Cup, but they were shown the exit. And the coach, a Diana game, no your game as he says, one hour coach you, one hour coach you. This is the time to sit the players down, have a discussion with them, let them know their professional level of the club and players and you know. You played a better football at Olympics.
Yes. Hold on, Kameba. Oh, your coach, you know. The players, no, you mean, can say, almost underperform.
I want to make way.
Yes.
I want to make way.
Yes.
You know,
and son, your coach, you know, apart from the attitude, never players in ready to play for him, you know, the system now, bonus, is you two team now. You just are 2 players and the coach in the system.
Okay. You know, every Kotoko player should be grateful. Kotoko player be our Kotoko nebia, you should be grateful. Because a nyama oba Kotoko unyano, utima na abo, ubieno another sama. Opie ni wa sa ni manu nya woni team. Sejo, I spoke about Emmanuel Entry, be kind interview pa. O se obekuma se abesuma Santema, he said that at the airport. No a black t-shirt. Asantema na o ka se oba abesuma no ne bo na obo no, da bi nya no a. Se bo we na oba nko bi anfa ma ha.
Bo na call up no se enye.
Emmanuel Entry. Because of match be na o mo uniform se coach se mo nduro 18 boss no. Be ji match no. Oduro 18 boss mo uniform nya no. You know, he has deep in form. The guy is not happy. You in Penifoni Babus and Assembly no catch. He's not happy. I'm not buying that new reasons, no. But I'm saying that being a player, he be only coach was him. But at the end of it, more ubejo salary. So we need games. I'll be no bonuses. Because of only entremuncho. So one to me and your chance and coverage a year or 2 you'll be fired. So one pay for more. And how many of the Kotoko players in recent times how much more that it me acquire salary? So this is the right time for you. Opo Kotoko the opportunities a unya no other teams a unya. And then when you blaster kwakobo, until you been back from the blasters against Adriana, you need to show the quality about Kotoko babe foul. You know, Lord Damu ane Patrick Siedu. Se bo we na no mo bo mi ka kro mu ntu bi na ka Kotoko fa omo. Ka Kotoko ko fa omo. Mo salary so maka bo hon 5 times no mo di amamo. 5. They no mo di hotels no mo di abo hon kwa makoma kunum na mo di amamo. You are not paying rent. You are served twice a day. What do you need again? Coaching into homobo. Just because of the coach, you are not playing. Do you know? No. So you play and that's all yes, sir. When you want to solve a black with him. Club, baby, I'm one I ain't triam can a comuno. What did I want him a din na bobon? See a shako tokodia. ye intensify ye training ni ene Kotoko ba ye monche no na wonya the opportunity na be don Kotoko jesi a oba uti coach nto nyere homobo. Does it make sense? No. Inti ma anu chedwamna. The best of Kotoko midfielders monka ho. Kotoko history no midfielders o mena o ma no muti Jordan mo kra ye mere kra mu nuru. But you be given the opportunity to wear the jersey. General, you need to put up a stellar performance. I will say mu show bro dia mo born so. But you don't see that. And I'm saying that you don't spend so much in Kotoko. Eti Kotoko play a beer in short. Sergio, the prosperity ye beer mun fan too much. You had a chance to meet Otum for ya tena krom ha be 30 years. Obi akra nya chance in come nchiada. Ni na ya ade agenwa. Ene call up buy ha be hu Kotoko player um. Call up buy ha be hu Kotoko player um. But mo performance ne nye. Enti munyi die prosperity ye mun nyina fan to akire because one day the coach will leave. Players no mo be stay. It is a performance where na di no mo di team. Na team no call relegation na mo ye ne dey. It is a do. Yentimi issues about systems and everything. People are complaining about it.
Jeff Wenchi, also the problem of Asante Kotoko is the 3-back system. Ghanaian players from childhood play with 4 defenders. The team was performing when he was playing 4-back. Okay, Jeff Wenchi.
You know, I've watched a Kotoko game where they played the 3-back and they won as well.
Okay.
Kotoko ne Samates. According to Omo match no Boase no. I know mo team nchen no mo se Kotoko ya de ba. I mean so me hu so ma eni hu bia. But eventually they won. Said you, say players name Petre back na. They should inform the coach. Coach, e be a trainer obo no. Ye ni nye ho. Ye ntimi money yi. Me nhu anything wrong with that. Professionally at the very top of football, we have had players complaining about systems. Na coach is itie. But said you, born na me hwe no enye system ase. A commitment level of players no deliver or pack so. And the reason is that they have issues with the coach. The reason why they are not performing. A system. General, obviously.
Wow.
Yes. Go and watch the Lagos City game again. Go and watch the Holy Stars game again. Mirikakura players in two. Mirikakura, they don't fight. They don't fight on the field of play. They don't fight. I won't buy the issue of team name Monche. Once this argument to them no off season. I don't want to buy that issue. Obi Monche, Obi Abache, Mediama for Oma Bache, Obi League. They are struggling. So I will not buy the issue of Obi Abache. Mediama, Oma Bache, Opa Pekomo players. It be more team 3-4 years. Oma Bom Hosa, check on back form. Oma Bossa, they are not performing. Until I will not buy the issue of it is a new players and blah 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 blah. But the issue is that players are not delivering because of more issues with the coach. And you know, I'm saying that players in Fasa didn't too much. Adriana no come check Adriana last 3 games. Oma pick it. Inti omuni Adriana omo form. And it is not the Adriana who's struggling at the start of the season. No. Inti so omo de kokwasa sa akwa emfa. Players in emfa coach Pastor Ogum and 2 omachi. No omo so omachi mo boye dididie. And the park no so and you know football who knows. Be a coach in your hand, Abishiano. Or Kakushiani baby. It for me, your work ethics first and Kotoko first. I want to be the massive.
Feeding alone every week from the king, 20,000 cedis. Feeding alone, yes, 200 million every week. Okay, a boss I can team no, Emma players no, twice daily, free. 20,000 Ghana cedis, 200 million every week. And on him, or saying was Asante Kotoko team no free, money free, muna them free condition be bia. Why come, dear mama. Okoto the best place. I'm requesting dear mama. Still, my salaries 21st of every month, let them. And then 21st, yes, you know, and then it's them.
So virtually 8 to 9 days to even to the end of the month.
What again? Sana penny kesibi pa ono kahubi or the abremfanidino and to Edra. Ediana muhiabium. All right. Yebetuaso. If Coach Ogum, we say, your friend Silas or say SCB, if Coach Ogum could be bold and resign after winning a league, and now finds it difficult to resign at the same club with a very bad and abysmal performance for 2 seasons, then there is a hidden truth somewhere. People shouldn't take Ogun's stance lightly. Silas or say SCB and so in a way a brain. Now, what I saw the air you. I say, was all cousin maybe. What I said, Cote d'Ivoire, that was all my report to be after Cote d'Ivoire. Statement if you need the Bible. You trouble. When I'm forcing me trainer, I'm going to report.
No, it was a release. I finished the Bible after failing at the AFCON or Cote d'Ivoire. Now, I almost the same as some corona a chopper any stakeholders necessarily mana na omo so I basically said say at the corona you can't go feel this year na ya betro krata near the apo bi acho na ya keka nsem ba ko mienu bi na afie janesa I be kwa ko wiase no a match I do about nothing. At the end of the day, everything is about the people at the helm of affairs, on one casa decision and the kind of coach they appoint, the kind of appointment they do and all that. I don't think say stakeholders meeting a bit change BBR.
Okay.
That's my candid opinion.
A waste
of beer time. A waste of beer time. Me GD say executive council Mr. Ketiye Sokreku enemy and problems. And it is up to them. Menim se obini yen coach be sign contract. Na contract yen fan shem se wentima am fire and qualify for AFCON say we were feeling it me in a dia. Then I wonder the kind of contract we signed with Otuado. Whatever it is, as a country, if we get to a point where we think say it's not working out, change must happen. And we've gone beyond the point that things is not working out for Otuado. Me general, my dream say coaching, I go beyond yaba being 90 minutes reading the game and substitutions and all that. A whole lot, especially when it comes to the Black Stars are monitoring only players in Kitamudie and Komudie near day. So share your game now or ma Kudus captain ye near we Babayara the same Sudan or Jordan
Accra Sports Stadium.
Accra Sports Stadium. A din common Jordan body language. Then the next day Kudus is in the game. Jordan now captains the team. And Ribia that deep phase the guy is simply any planner or executive. What I say?
Yeah.
It mean for me, the other can be going forward. A clear say you've done the wrong appointment. Terminate it. And let's move on. But say Otuado you dissolve it management committee. What role did they play wrong? I am a team no and team and deliver. What is their role? Our performance I done a day and the management committee near Kwaku dissolve it. Omune free players ana. Omune selection ana. Omune changes ana se den no muye. Enuntino Black Stars management committee and say yentumi and qualify for AFCON. Yan share single game inti yenye bibia de be ni be dissolve management committee. In any case, say you can the technical team submits their report to the management committee. Now management committee ayomo report the ESCO. And if you are basing on report to wait on that point the decision on Otuado there, then equally you should have waited for the reports management committee in the Beba and someone take a decision. Now who cares about the Black Stars management committee now? I don't know say dissolve committee BBSC yenye bibi mienzi ye ni abra ye could dissolve Black Stars management committee. Clearly would bench coaching staff is the weakest. Disbanding it. Let's see someone near bring some person we BB. Otherwise we'll be wasting everybody's time. Tourism board no one yeah flow muso tourism board. Like ye near bra tourism board. I agree say national team it's got something to do with tourism, but general a remote tourism board for them
traditional
rulers. And for me or pram no tutun into my gusuonum yes ket mo bibika me nana chairman Yen kwada ukruma. Bra.
And also the fifth.
The fifth.
Omahine of GS Mall traditional area.
Odaruma. Mobibi kakraka. Na. Like seriously.
It's a F, you know, the more money say black stars move on now. I want more to do no mundim pa.
They know very well. They know very well. General,
these young apostles should get a quarter of Asante Kotoko's budget for feeding every week. Will do wonders in the league. Former FIFA referee Patrick Papala see your young apostles, or official.
So or retire from referee.
Yeah, see, this is a former FIFA. So whenever Aminu Shadow speaks, it makes us hate the Black Stars more. They should just move on and leave our FA and the Black Stars for us. Assistant Superintendent of Immigrations, Harrison Nyako, inside Georgia. And so Abre.
On Kotoko situation.
Okay,
see, Dr. Prospernet Ogum is in a very, very difficult situation. Very difficult situation.
So what can say? By now, Crown resign.
I think. Me, my catch anything. Say, I think situation is extremely difficult, and that is the best situation. Look, General, at a point in time, you have the support of your players. You have the support of the ordinary Kotoko fan. You have the supporters, the opinion leaders of Asante Kotoko, and then circle leaders. And near a casino, a camera said the average Kotoko fan no abemobu on you. And the attendance in stadium has reduced drastically. We are no free on man. Make the opinion leaders now. You are talking about K5, Commander, Safu Jemfi, those guys, they don't hold any official position in Kotoko. But omo major stakeholders and opinion leaders. Now omo abemobu offer circles leaders now omo susono it's similar. The sad aspect of the whole thing I made here, initially I struggled to understand why would this happen. Say Kotoko players now Dr. Ogum na identify omo sign omo di omo bano. Yes omo suso bofu. And now omo nye happy. Enti they are not fighting for the team. Seriously, I still struggle to understand why this should happen. Because here, Kotoko players, Ogumia na afre money makasa na odemaba. Inti de importe pa na akoso. In general, indeed, say yanokra. Then I think, say, if you are doing any analysis, then it means that Doc would have to look at his player relationship very well. Because first one no there, a better assume. Made the first one last season, so no. Better assume say, look, baby, I inherited team from no. Any more recruitment, any at least ubet me a convince you be say last season players never owe allegiance to Nanaya and Ponsani ni team. And send Nanaya and Ponsani ni team ni Ogum etiado angumasuno and yet them assembly, menyesuma assembly obi. It's all over in the social media. So for the last season, see a case players be a coach in a dog, no more person be boamana, me mechiatu. But so this season, says our partner there, then you're not as a coach and so beer. Sending only players delay a problem. We never had this in Wafa, but no credit, Wafa players at his school for Nkwada. But at Kotoko there, it be through some level. And nipa sika ba ne nsem oye de ahantan so ba ne nsem boys mama mo cash mo treat them well, so indeed they are likely to have that. And going 5 games without a single win, especially the one after Legon City's now onuntimi shall be
15 points.
Kotoko one became their victim. Out of 15, yes, 5 matches, 1 point. It means that the last 4 games, 2 home games, 2 away games, ni nada a loss. A move from 1 goal project to a 0 goal project. And it doesn't look good. And me fear the agitations any 2 matches anymore. Is the reason I think say Enka the best option, and he say yes, I wanted to help, but baby I don't know. I didn't. it could be other forces, it could be anything. In Tisanity there, I live quietly. But yes, there are some guys who also think, say, indeed, the weird thing said, they let me fight and redeem my image because me feels our time we are. But you know, when some more ding baby, when some it me. Let's hope and pray. Said there will be a good results in Doma. Okay. Me fear and say Doma game no pempi. Se Kotoko benya results. Our supporters come with full vim and vigor. How many Kotoko supporters will have the confidence and go and follow the team and go and fight for the team? What would they reach? Omukro umbekono. Adri omude bekono ye yenko support ogumne ne boys no. Ana yenko hedi besi. Ana yenko si omukwan. So it's a difficult situation. But let's see. As I sit here, my advice here, my advice would have been, coach, it has not worked. So probably exit. Yeah. But different people have their different style. He thinks he wants to turn things around. I would wish him well. If he ends well, why not?
Sure. It's sad how Kotoko is destroying every good impression Asante Kotoko supporters had for him. What happened last season, that is, sacrificing players for a coach, can only happen again in the next century. So he better does the needful and redeem his image. The players should also know that they will be judged by the performances they show on the pitch and not the problems they've created with the coach. Victorious Collins, and so they are Abba and no. Whoever decides to destroy Asante Kotoko will have serious problems with some of us. Trust me. Right now, how are we going to deal with the Adriana and Hearts of 4 games with this abysmal form? Laven C. Jumewura Ankasa and so anyway abreye. All right. And can make Jinaso na make offer Newton Latin Marida Takaka.
Yeah. You know, I see footballers. Say ampa, say will be trim, say ogum to Obabra. Me dream says I play no bono who broke a because footballers have very short lifespan. And from day one, I keep on saying, say, player obeba team munabeka say team ni fans ninti, and our coach ninti. And I'm a team no player no unim say nti a football. Players fight for themselves and their family, and it's the main reason why they join clubs. Nobody can convince me say Jude Bellingham. Birmingham City one free ni Birmingham Chrome or fans na ne wo Chrome no. Or no omo ensin omo no more Germany Dortmund okoye no. Oko Germany no ni bia. So all over the world, serious footballers join a club because of fans. And not because of clubs. They join because of a more year DNA or more family. And it's a chance to join a big club like Asante Kotoko. No matter what, you would have to look beyond the coach and give of your best for your own benefit. Fans and energy and everybody they you bonus. And footballers, when you have a chance, and yes, it's the order of the day. So we are exceptional, and when you're exceptional, so you be you from the Biaba. And you'd always have to give your best when you pull on the jersey.
I want Adikem's opinion on this. To me, Prosper Ogum has now become Ghana's Mourinho, always having problems with players. Why? He feels too big to the extent that a player cannot even share their ideas on his tactics, as if he has achieved everything in Ghana here. Junior, Amwafo, and so they are, or the Abreye, and so no. Okay. If the FA still wants to maintain Otuado, so be it, since they are the appointment authority. They should start patronizing the World Cup matches with their families. Isaac Ayensu Obuasi and so the Abraminano. There's the time. We want fear God. Free buy. Fear God now was we made with Makina. All right. We could need to fear God. Fear God. Oh, take on. Oh, what to do? What that? Me na me go kan we.
Fear God no gradu a new Ghana card.
Kono kura out no. Ai, kono go out bi ai be hwewa. Bit ma take 10 years in who. Na me wakudi adwa me boa. All right. Me ko Newton lati marijata ho na yakoti do no so e de ebre. Your WhatsApp videos ni nyina no e be kan. Sorry, e de be ba na mahwe na fi e di dwa so kakra. Ye ba sisi Newton.
Chief, me da say coach Samabo do Brekum Chelsea home komo NIAD on the Ghana Premier League. Right after that, we were discussing few stuffs on the Blasters, especially the benefit that Coach Otuado in the presence and their bread local boys. Quickly, Yenko Brekum Chelsea Golden City Park. Every coach you know true identity. It's your book coaches in one near Busa say about style of play by the system said yeah, Coach Samabo from the days of Mediama has been known as one of the coaches at pep possessive football. The Obenya Nanka or you say body crano abrebia na on no decided. Now a known lecturer say ultimately soon crab no abrebia. So usually identity in your champion no abra crab no and abra crab no. So without the ball and with the ball, a horny bit me as a coach way or crab no the anymore ha na on crab or you're much stronger. Coach Samabo this season. Going through the away games, you know, while my a certain identity, but Ocean squad no one. And yet the usual course of body squad, I na Otanya pa. Met me a case to say, what they compare Mediama, what they compare House Foka, beer, arguably, squad way and a quality, you know, from collectively. You know the days of Mediama, the chunk part of the quality in our league, you know, not our coach, but our Brekum Chelsea, this is Kakra, now so, Ninamuno. Asaso so attackers me ensan league ya ye boy mo bia ni bebre se omo no me kan mezaka free me kan Steven Amankona and of course Emmanuel Sapon free strikers we ye league ya ye boy Kotoko abetabo oni ho a na chese club no ho akye no House of Folk a striker Hamza Isa oni ho a na club no ho akye no Brekum Chelsea is a bit different story na Emmanuel Sapon Mezaka free Steven Amankona last time here top scorer for the league I had discussed you know omo nyina kan fua coach Samabo do games our bono the goals our share and do number of games our ball so in the ball so all discuss a few stuff Okrabona send and suit one of the most important players for his system is a career for senior Okraboy every time biano so the ball neighbor besina kwa one player on your body be bopa or players in a GDD so bet the ball na kwa the final third no as a career for Sedi. Now, coach Samabo do one angle. Nibino, America, one attackers in the game. No, I mean the nature of his attack. And my opponents and Trumpa. So in counter situations, a be and a wushy. Say your offside trap be said your wushy and a be or few more. Coach Samabo do a drop a ball to a chair. I'm telling you, on Confano, not born over free net in the deba. He's really built an attacker. Obibeka said now whole last season, yes. But this season, you know, they are more fearsome, they are more direct, and they are more pessy. Emmanuel Sapon and Ocean or TVC. Coach Samabo do a team noise. No more the attendant say, only that method no, na mention one code be what I say. Every time because defenders no na the major part of the build up into chief. Say defenders no pressure bomb so amoto ball ne che no moto cha so a no more recovery rate no I am very could have been a penalty. But my key point here is say watch something closely. Ya na do set discussions so am rant here no how ma hu no ya no mo ye weak kakra nti me pese me fire omo. But watch something here. This is the captain is a career for Seni. Or you're marking, but his sole focus is on the action. And none of the tackle boys say, even your zone, no, South striker will marking away you and need your man or no, na air quack create chance and the ashe. But what giant quack defend this space? So our who deal with the team that happens to be in the final third. But on equal measure, our weakness be brave over the team. Now in the final third, no, the build-up part and I know they born a fast call a supply and attackers and they say or build it out at the fan chain and chain. Now code number 2, your league yeah boy after analyzing over 1,002 games and still going. 70 to 75% of the time, your build-ups, you know, and none benkumwa and them nifa. And one, the reason they say, you need classical number 10s, be oh, your league, your wingers, fullbacks, I'm a support laterals, you know, and any wider zones, you know. It was a crosses more, it's me back box, but set number 10 after ball, or dash moving into the pocket. I try say, about dribbling way out, you know, tell who be brave, sir.
ɛno nti na nansa na Kotoko pɛsɛ to say na me percent ɛwɔ league mu. He is a classical number 10 of football ade and nam ne sign nti no a back crosses a back area no mu Brekum Chelsea very effective, very efficient with how many chances ɛbɛba no miɛnsa ba o metimi ahwɛ miɛnsa ne nyinaa floated balls that come into the box. Number 2, adeɛ ba ko mo tie and say or a certain Salif Ibrahim. Collins Amankona mo yomo there, sorry, Collins Amayamo, or mo yoma family o metimi ayibia. But is that up to the level of war mediama or a certain as folk? Nanso coach there, okwa materials a wo bia no. Esesa ode adwuma eno na ma me bo hanse flake abaso. So cause Amobuadu, you don't have that dominant midfield in both clubs amabobo mudi no. But kakra wo Brekum no, let your work show, not your more abaso. Your strength is of course in a final third. Now weakness no, yeah not so apparent. And no any defense no. The most positive thing they say league in a friend about 10 games, 11 games. So coach okasa what na say na wa show team no mu a. Your errors, cracks, and the vulnerabilities of what defense and your adwuma. One thing I've really gone through about Brekum Chelsea, they say, so what take or more attackers and one. A man for that deal buga attack on motor form. So around the zone 14, 15, and 16. Not just a arc and chihuahua, but be a kind of deal no. Omotanya fouls or see or be our league mu. So me kai team be on your fouls sack a see what chiha. A coach maso kono do ni Legon City no a ofri hokon so atre no na ye twa mo box na chipa na course Amobuadu de ye foul no more e box na chi a every time ye foul mo na enam ne side nti no open play goals na attackers na me ensa amabo mo di ntimi hye bebrebe no omotimi hye set pieces. They've had numerous chance from this zone. O come moto honoma you will be seeing variety of angles. Na omo elbow ball ni free. So one of the most instinctive attackers among who league mu is Steven Amankona. Hey, tetebo pa or Chikarito. It is a ball no and yet direct free kick no, but the second ball no Amankona ta teteho pa. It is a one marking no so direct ball no Amankona kosroda. He's very lazy aerially. It ya no to tebe be a ball ni be frato form and he's one of the best players in doing that action. In that regard no kwa there. The box room there, Steven Amankona kudos. But from open play, teams no ejiro na omo rap box room. And to show open play goals, so much so open play ya ball free fresh de corner. Omo she bebresa. But from set pieces, dead balls around the box no there. In fact, Brekum Chelsea, Sejo, amanya bebre pa. And umpo baako. And I'm take ano etia kumasa santeke to Golden City Park ye di a Hong Kong. So coach Amobuadu se league no a Brekum Chelsea for and coach Christopher Eni amon sent me anka no ubesa dia come back to Golden City Park there. You know you have a lot of work to do in the major area no midfield no. And of course you are not really taking advantage of all the set pieces. Yes, me my goalkeepers ni bebre abaso and chief of them no Frederick Kasari or save a lot of free kicks. But Bakodie, unfortunately, not marking a poor. And the most surprising part of this was the fact that Lord Amwa Noah, or your former teammate of Zakaria Hussein and I market Zach. But Bonnie Bedruha, so Joe, no, Jai Zach, I'm an Akambono area too. So from dead balls, set pieces, Brekum Chelsea are doing some good job. But me, in my opinion, and yet enough, mommy, because you chow mokesi pa, your league will say, because I'm a performance on your standard in Drew Babia. In Drew Babia in the sense that CIA can say league on the 9th, 14 points and a winya. Now do that top no 22. So that means 8 points adrift of the top spot and 6 to begin goal stars respectively. Nations the goal stars be 2, 8 and then 6 and I would have. Now the who back on say you see your ball 11 games. As a second when you 33 points. But 33 no also won 19 up 14 points. Now goals so our season we say we have 10 goals per your boy 11 games. Who are 3 attackers a league mu obi ani briomo. So what is the real reason there? Coach Samubuadu performance and so you are facing nations next. And going through the squad here, say Joe, nations are reshuffle as someone say. And to who seen a new ha, not just one who say, a yatati assembly and yet it is a nre yankomo. Now squad we know a rich and more richer than the national new genomono. Until you provided Razak Simpson, the no national team. Kofi Mensamo, Nafiu Sulemana, Aquamo, ya Juma, ya movie and fanto. So other nations in the last 2 seasons, Obia for Maticon can from the dia. Coach Samubuadu. As I said, Oyiro pa. On to the Blasters and the man on the hot seat, Coach Otto Addo. And come on, you say, local players bet me about omu to me. Omu bet to me, omu yamba shomo, ampa, obi obeka se bia wa dance here. Ya wa ha, ena du kwe papa 2006 ka say, omu ni tili, otu ye, ole, na di yamashino. And Chef Fatau the captain for one of the greatest clubs on this continent. Our FNB say, empty stadium no, the yam shono. It will be obeka se local boys in it me mobiano. Nipa no untumi agiw no saa nanso ando otu adene de minutes bebre aba na Germany no they have some belief say ne nsa no adwuma pa ye sebe nkra I mean juvenile players or larger impact e wo so pa and it no na Franco Caso at U19 ne start na film this is Karim Adeyemi Sancho mo all these boys he's had some level of impact on them ntaman fo busa say not just second 20 in a man wana you know Haaland mu nyina no wanya impact wo so na o dey check how big boys or no manya issue addressing room na in fact ontimi begrudge no say you know big boys no ontumi almost and the kind of control or what our young guys no so no massive and more visible now what the buy local league mu how can we discuss this topic more further Ghana Premier League no boys na provide be and not just say league no company 40 or money no more ya the first local boy to have a call up under coach Otoado both stints no Dennis Kosa okay Karen Cup because so Yakobo Nigeria first game no qualify no Dennis Kosa enya opportunity now komo ye di nyina say 10 local players and enya call up under Otoado 10 no obubumu echichechemu in percentages 2 goalkeepers omo nyina free Asante Kotoko Daud Ibrahim on the former deputy Frederick Asare medru hono 5 defenders and one team and into Jan ya adwene say defenders no betime any opportunity 1 midfielder 2 strikers Dennis Kosa and Daud TVC left backs right backs no any opportunity Bani Afriye was the second player our friend no since idea Juma no Edemano and he happens to be one of the strikers out to others so Afriye Daud of course Maboni di actual for Kumasa Asante Kotoko and Blasters on your chance and the realm and okay current cup no now so any na World Cup and to Qatar 2022 now Oshimo Frederick Asare the second only goalkeeper sawa from no Frederick and man no number 2 or Frederick dey onyanya minutes ba kokra so emfa nko books na saying na Ebenezer Aban of Out of Lions the most effective central defender in the final third. Last season, you can't top scorer no, or double digit out the challenger Kessben Jerry Afriye and then Kamara D Mahmoudou. These guys any opportunity almost so a rap blaster. Now, checking community no. Not just a defenders no draw so pa. Your league no your defense and one your ball. Midfielders won't be, our strikers won't be. Now they are all from pa the collapse no. I brand here or TV. So because they all from one. Who say blaster you can't Brentford, you can't Crystal Palace. Oh, can Kotoko cry now? You must show Kotoko play to me more. But a brand here was Tot FC, and not the our Premier League in Passe. But our national product from the U20, it say a cast of Tot FC. I won't TD Bebre, but a Hona Jerry Free. The second striker after Bani Free to feature under Otoado. Ne both stints, you know. Hey, brand. And I know you 2-1 now. On now Otoado call again, no. And you know he has a future ahead of him. And conform with Brandy down so far. The style of play is so. Fit your blaster because or your typical box striker. Central defenders are from no. Say Joe, Emuba Kone that TVC. Razak Simpson, captain for nations. When you be about and okay players in the when you more minutes. About 180 minutes consecutive games against Angola and of course in Niger. A brand where German channel needs. Ghana the end the needs Razak now from Kakra. Afo from Sematex etimi any opportunity the room. It will check left backs no o manya chance e the room na Afo Eramu bi e wo ho no makoba bi Dennis Kosa earlier me bonidi Kamara Mahmoudou another right back with me ball left back so e the room. Enkumo nyina tietie twa ne say is there any hope for the future of the rest of the guys in our league? Now there a bit bitter story am di be wie ne say unfortunately, midfielders dear, omunya kwan emfa wram. A sad story. It's a league your boy defenders and attackers pay. Goalkeepers and Kwana say Joe Yabo. These are quality players I have from a national team, but omukwa you know, the quality, the disparity differences between the omumie no midfielders na wo fie ne omo afiri no ho aba no ya na asemu aye bibia according to coaches no so Lamptey there in fact ya fana nwuramukura not stance no under Chrisuti no kaya Rachel Lante be pebibo Chrisuti there the how and na ma brand e bo bi uku no re o ma na kura na ninje Lamptey anya 1 minute kura no de buy another midfielder wa anya bia bo but o compare defenders anya bia bo dia not just say enye coach ni na fair to obi or unfair to obi na mbom o show modern ball Afro Bobby Kamara Bobby Aban Razak Simpson but midfield no continues to be another hunting zone for the local boys. What does the future hold? Ghana Blaster and Otuado continues to look bleak. You need a future. Let's hope for these boys. More midfield and I say that should be so to net was omubenya chance room nanso yes science assistant driver no so oba consider your midfielders no among so opportunities. On this note, Chief on any achieve for more.
Okay, masom what ye Newton Latte Marie Jata. All right, odia family papa Yamra na yamame twaso Kessben television. Honorable Kojo Bajiman is saying the Black Stars and Asante Kotoko, the value is the same. We all know what is needed to be done to transform the fortunes of these sporting entities. But we are playing ostriches. Where are the men to call the shots? When we fear to fire, then we should embrace these mediocre and abysmal performances. We deserve better. Don't these coaches have conscience? Honorable Kojo Badman, so was one man carry you. What the aba, what needs to be done to transform the fortunes of these sporting entities? Enti Braille na also men play ostriches now also be a play no. Now also bra na betri ade poti ekoso a feel say enye na SSS. Please help me beg my players to put the issue of Ogum aside. Our hand is in our mouth or in our hand. Then I'll try. We are on our knees. Our hand is in our hand. Okay, we are on our knees. They should give their absolute all. At least these two matches, we want to see their might. Jamsco, in any way, but it's clear Ogum came to destroy Asante Kotoko. Hey, Jamsco. All right. But if we intro kakra. Why in this world will a team use unregistered players to play a match, go through pre-match formalities, and later find out that one team used ghost names to play the match, but the result was not nullified? Only Ghana, by Kotoko, is still at post as a GFA president, and if he wants to go for a third term, what is this? So use your precious time to educate us on other important issues, because Ghana football and its people are jokers. And I don't agree one bit with what you're saying that Coach Ogum is saying or doing to his players. The team is not for him. So the players going to destroy Kotoko for Tumfo just because of Ogum? Please help me with answers. Why in the way and so okay. Mehu Kofi ewa Kofi Toronto, Canada. Anyway, Ebre. All right. And chemeba na we videos no and sana kwa making local stories no. Oh, mre no aka ni super 12:34. Dr. Daud. Doc akwaba seboko.
Mejo so sejo me ho ye.
Ebi nyanko ase.
Na onso e.
Nyanko pa dom so me ho ye pa.
Atade ye fe.
Uso de na fe papa. Oboju se ne sisi ya ka kra bi na aduru nufu so. Oboju se no ya. Pia na etwiba fo. Wow. Ofu huramane.
Nkrofo be ne huramane. Me na meja ma boju se etu ama boju. Na ere na nkrofo huramane.
So e dey abetutu nkrofo ani ase.
Na ba. Me so na me te consulting room. Na be na akotwe obi.
So beda.
Na me da se me kwa na me da.
Okay, all right.
Apart from se me.
You fancy ya. They not the brain.
Say before se me kan so mo fu type here bi.
You
say omutio 24/7 program dia wuti na se yeshia se ya no mani ade akroso na mesonkranam
all right
say mo pese obesra mo wosehwi
mo nse time
so na wana de meba e sehwi yo so man hina nkasa so feel papa
ne da ohini asepa na nasi
na akosua nyanda e sehwi yo so man hima
okay
so hwe
24 na mebo mi mo ni nyina agina wo so
and
me ko ya na ewa
na sehwi
na koso ayewa
western region western north region nyina omo hwe pa no omo se membisa wo se de na opepa se obeba no na omatimi
a you beka hwase
ona me beka untimi nka ha same so nkra me bre na me de ma me bre na me se me de a che wo se same so nkra nti o se me de kama se before
all right
nti o chira de
me no beka
me de me ka chira o mo se de minim pa ni se open no for
me pepa
what do you do
yes my dear
yo what's enough any say engranam say anu yi aba nti me de matwe me wa free say much me ama say jo no for de obeba say jo the number is
nantwie de
ona nantwie no ona ka me amema obi
de pepper soup ro
open the pepper soup you any my mama prepare be as well say na open ko ade na kodu na house sawadri ade. Your number is 0244 88 64 37 0244 88 64 37. So Joe, or penny be war Toronto. Or seeming control say. Or that was sepa, Namin Shrow. Na or that year no program pa.
Okay.
Now, do your brand say pet the oye bia no jai. Na o follow ye
wow
o tie ye dru baby hu sa ampa nsema ye ka no o follow ye obenya yaresa to friend say ne hawa hano ne say de di kan na ne sisi ade say okoto say ya obrepa anse na o ma ne muso
okay
de atosu mienu na okokwan so a se bia me fa ne say ofiri adwe so e kokonongo a ondru baby ondu anita okra na waka kwan so ye nso an starter no and start na yes ano o Daud obetimi aboa me mamadru ena ye package ye dro ne ye de send ma no
okay
o se na onnim se bibidro ye adwuma sa
wow
yes esi ano otimi koto sori o ye na adwuma kama ena okokwan so o se kanena nka bia nita ho a ondru no ena otimi nkokọ esan bakura san akọ yes entimi nkan chiro se nyame nhirawo wadi adanse pa. The toss you ya papa baako a police commander. Or say what tie ya no nso ne how pa ne say na ontimi ne ho ka ne enhia.
Okay.
For years now, why ya why ye nro bia wo so ye bia nti on de wato na dream say obi a wanya 51 years there wanyini kakra nti wato na dream. But otie no hu say no be ma nwu ya eni kwan say obe ma wu.
Okay.
Eniti obeso ahwe to fra me ni mi di nkomo am se commander nyagide o mu se be yie o so me nda wase se wadi adansi ama ne wanya na yaresa
great
obise onim ni obi okadwa ato
ka
Daud si am yere so afiri mo jame na me hwa me wara kete sia bi a enkoja me kwa mu ana na sa tete no tete no ya papa no ne nanom omutimi nya 80
yes
na yere kra keto akra wo mu no e wo bi a 18 na na se 21 22
it is still strong
51 na se wo kofa wo konya ketesi a commander you are good to go
sure
eno kra na be ma ho ayedin wo benya booster se obi a wo tie bi a na obi a wo hwe yen se jo se ko base ne be ma no na aye mra emre yo no uguma hodo bebre de edika na obi wo ho a one ne ho kani ba bidin hyiamu a BBC emane yemo hye no na prekope no na be ma na jo ene ye fra na kajwa be ma wo sa tibia nmu a me ma bebre enya pressure freeze ade no wo de bia odwen ade san na ne yemo hye no ena be ma bi nso wo ho a bra odi nhyiamu no ne ho nsane no na ne ho adwo eno nso wo ho ene ye wo de ne ho kani edi nhyiamu a sema pe na ne ho nsane no
yeah
ene ye ka se petre yo no ne ho sane ne wie ano ano no ontimi ne oban empija kura biu na amane mu so eba ne sa e haw Se jo be me bi wo ho nso a ono ne be ma no sebi afon aye kete
Asem
nti oba no kra ka se o ma ne nhia kra bi o eba no say areho Daud Herbal Hospital yese we nyina na ye de nipa no to aduro so a bretia wa bi pe enya pagya gina so eno ano no ena areho sempa nso a ewo ho ne se obi wo ho aye kese ne be ma ne de kra de aye kojo to eno ye friend Tim Keja eda forma ade a otimi de ya na dwonso fa se wo sa tibia no mu a mema reho se uyi emma 100 na uyi mema 100 ubetimi enya mema no emu be 80 a mo BP but unya ma ne sa because e adwendwen na de ba ne ho nsori na oba Daud Herbal Hospital ye bedi kan hu se den ne ma ne be ma na te atofoma entimi mpega ye hwe hu se ade ba ko e contribute to sa ade no pa ye koko Jubon se be maybe wa se be okwa agyanan so ana na kokobo no na awraba obi de okwa agyanan so moja na ohunu ena obi wo ho nso a onhu moja ne kokobo no nroma na emom wanya asikyire yade a ye diabetes say type 1 na say type 2 nti oda duro so but ne be ma no mpagya obi de ye moja mroso eye na che nti wada duro so saa ne be ma empagya afei enemu yare ni bi na wanya ebi ti say syphilis ana gonorrhea na echa ade bia no echa e wo bad complications nsunsanso boni a ebitimi dia ba ne say be ma na be tofom kra entimi mpagya be ma no nso no say ye de di nhyiamu a eno nso say grease e ma na ye den emu ye den mu ye kese but say koba say intimi ni oba ni nhyiamu e bre da ho no bo nsefon ana efon because onya na aduane obedi ntubo nse ne so tia na eti de ya pa ne say sejo 1 be ma no mpagya 2 wasan fon 2 trouble 1 god ena Daud Herbal Hospital ye de yesi ado asuko ahaban mu mebe papa de bia me say se me papa wanya me hwe wanya me bibia na ode sa duro no nko an de jam ya nka alhamdulillah ade ntina me kasa se obi be ma da for ma entimi mpagya na waba Daud Herbal Hospital na ma fa se bi abrekyire ne be ma no na me de nua hodo me ensa aka ho na ma ye adura ma no oda hwa na adu sa na wa fro se apagya o sejo papa onya ade onya ade eni nti be ma bi o sa tibia ni mu no oba na ye hwe ne condition be bi aduru ye ne to aduru so abo nsa oda hwa ko no timi bato so sa obe fa se doctor me ntwan ma de nche aduru na odi ma me no be ma na apagya obani bi wo konongo 79 years aka afe no wanya 80 years ozo on de wato na adwum se wanyi nti ne be ma mpagya akora nya hwe na bibi won nsem kakra oso nkete esi anu kuro no ho saa na wayi amamu no mko na ono wai se ontimi ye nti ono ye de a wai Mr. Otua na obae no na ono mi di nkoma na mso pani unwu ye ni kwan se oba ma wu oso doctor ye show me say han ebe pagya oso doctor ye show bi sa me 3 times enro na do ofra me unu mi oka chere me doctor afi no me hu za mpa
sure
wadru apagya ena ade ba ko no so bi won so ehurahura ya oma wadru na pagya wi a acha 3 days fine na asanjo but Daud Herbal Hospital obia bidia dance se oba na ye ma wa pagya o na pagya gina so a eno ano no
so gina so a
time a opese odi ye adwuma bia gina so time bia opese odi ye adwuma bia no emfeli Daud Herbal Hospital ye di nkunim wa awo na be ma mpagya be ne awo ena pagya nso ntime nwo e kire se wo nkwamwa no timato abamu
okay
sejo e be ya pa se be ma nam ho be ma katachie ne nkwamwa no na nsuo ne ba nkwamwa ne wo mu ne 0 sperm cell ebi nim kura wo
wow
but obetimi ne oba hwia kama ne ho besane no the fat sen ho esan ne kire se wo so otime wo yo nkwamwa no ni nsuo no ena bi obi ankwamwa no wo mu but omo nnoso
okay
eno so de hawba Daud Herbal Hospital yesi ye hwesa ade no ena obi wo nso wo nkwamwa no omo doso pa na so fanyinam se bi nka bi nim kura because omo ni ahoden
okay
they are not active de ba nsa ontimi nyensen oba ye hwe we nyina de ne to adroza no mema no ade baako a mema ne taye pa ne se one na yere te na wo ma ofre wo phone so o se doctor me yere nwo me fe so ba wo but se wo mo aduro na se nyinsen ba ofre wo se doctor manye me yere no nti se wo ka sa hwan a enwo be ma no na wo se onye mo ba no nti se wo ne ma o se mo mienu nyina mutu na mo mbom na mo ba oba ne de na ma ne sa oba ne betimi aye se fibroid depending on type no na say location size no ebi a hormonal imbalance hormones bi wo why responsible for fertility say imbalance a entimi mo oba no mfa yafunu oba bi wo na wo de no nsemu no endometrium no ho abamu oba bi wo na dro ben na otokosua famu na friend fallopian tube no tube no mu asi nti se esi a abede no wanyensen oba be ma betimi ane na da ma wanyensen okay e ba ne sa Daud e ba hospital dey say oba frɛ no doctor apa ho yes se jo yare bi e ha obia ne be nipa no wo bia no your numbers here 0244 88 64 37 0244 88 64 37 and 020 168 1717 Shadrach so or upper west region okay upper west region okay my encounter no say man and crass na yere wo yenche into onhwe yie na wankopebo no go and yes I menya mma bebre menya nananom bebre nti okwa onhwe ni ontonobo menim say odnom Daud 360 capsules na apedia no so no otanom bi de nti amema nom 360 capsules no so otena ka mu kwa akire se be ya ne sisi nkoye ne ya okay se jo kra se mema obi so maka se otena ha che pa dabi o de na ye be share we akire free ha flax office free officer must not be transfer no say flax ni si ko fi some hosa yes kubensu na ono yes kubensu nko a sejo edie for mo ka se me kire aduro bi se yemfa kubensu no de bia me ba o so onum nsuo ene onum kubensu all right doctor Daud you better na no pay minum o mic no na if this time ko na dangerous pa extra say yehu o yen wa twetwe mo friend numbers na doctor dia tudwa no na onemo bedi nkomo pi de how bia o de fama no na fi obeboa opa ene eye Kofi Poku birthday Kofi Poku ene your birthday may we so happy birthday we a special one a free wo sister Emmanuela Opoku Okumasi also wish Kofi Poku happy birthday. My nyina wish you happy birthday. Nyakopon shira na onyo kese pa. Happy birthday, special one pa enko Kofi Poku enso eho. Sanso ena ene Janice Asante Virginia, USA. Janice Asante Virginia, USA and also birthday. We if you parents Bra Kwame Asante and afi ohima omunyina ewo Virginia USA omuso omuwish happy birthday Janice Asante nyakopon onye wonso kese na bibia opebia no omfa emao all right ye kofa WhatsApp messages videos kakra bi ye ba Abbas ewa ha sanso ene bete kwa Miki enso enka Dr. Daud mi so Mike no kra na mi kra no na bi kra ha mi papa what's a video
me wish Fata is a speedy recovery. Let me hear the Ghanaian players the Yango Pombo on by. It's your nice IMC on so the boy we. Sajo Abdul Salam there anytime you're a politician to create the money fair. Has to focus just say but you win ways and so at least you win 3 straight matches a boy. And was it my papa Mudimagana money as a plus my debut.
Good morning, say you Adiachi. Medende Ibrahim Kasa Free Savannah region. Yape Koso constituency. Oh yape. Say you. Mechia wone wajuma ifo nyina sports crew nyina mechia obia. Ene mojuma pa boy. Yamin shiram. Say you. Androichi Andy Kasembi fa ADF ɛne amamman bi a ɔmo GFA bosses ɔmo faili a ɔmo retire nyɛ sɛ qualifying series mpo ɔmo kɔ tournament ɔmo ntoma perform ɔmo baeɛ no ɔmo retire by GFA boss ɔsɛ pɛ second term third term akɔ when na ɛkyerɛ nipa ɛyɛ Kate wamba sɛ ɔbɛyɛ Ghana football yi o ɔba sɛ ɔbɛsɛ Ghana football no asesa yɛ sika no akɔ ɔn sɛ ɔkasa wie no adeɛ bɛkyɛ no hwɛ letter ɔmo atwerɛ aba achievement ɔmo ayɛ nneɛma ɔmo ayɛ wɔ Ghana football no nyɛ ne gu aseɛ
deɛ bɔkɔ Kotoko asɛm no ɛnɛ deɛ to kakra ne aka blaster nso asɛm na kakra me ka kyerɛ Ket ne sɛ onya hwee kakra na onya tema ɛma Ghana say your population 33 million and 30 million. Sa population enye edom ketua. Na nipa baako sebe. So they want 33 million sese no. Menya sure say what na yere ne ma free 33 million mu a ebeka nipa dom ketua bi ebeka nipa mebre. Nenso onwene ye ho na odi yakoma edi agro nipa baako fo odi yakoma edi agro Ghana nya odi a Ghana football nya odi a Ket emre esisu na ne ehwe ball ne ebokos no na metikro from metimi fa form ko cricket me fa form ko stadium satam envoice ene corners ebo a enye team ball ketwa Fan Thomas ene sani
Acho, if I'm a Semester Frank, because of free UK London, me chame Black Franco now. Bacho, say you, and ram, me send a message, but more. Nensono, ene, madaru mami di mumo mame. Na, enrana, Andy, ene, awa, can't simbi. Nana say, now and more chicken home dear, but the nan dinner away can, nay no crack. The entire no cranny say, oh, my said that, and no macacofa bass we see at the abba because of Sagana, Yantiman qualifying. Bass ne buy a maneha, yen united tears a bass and buy a check, and uncle so much, or much and key, but me said that's all my day train, and no my dear train, but last time Timan qualifying. And can no buy and cannot come be discuss you, can no more bank, cannot come be discuss. My head for bass in the boom. Said the bear, Mubeja and Semenica, no my so more you be papa. No mash a dark cock printy and no my dear basse and no more my. Every papa ben a yard, or bacco printy a diaba. Say I did say, and I'm my because of say, almost good gun and you know, you must see.
Hello, Sergio, good morning. Midiani and I will do. Jaka Manso was a Memphis Central. Sergio, a Juma Moye, a boy, my Ghana, a yepa, Nanso, Yempanian for Bima, Mudi and Nimno, or Mama never be in try you cry or my Andrew Yana Bassy, GFA, represented Edema Timson. Nanso, I didn't punch him a home at the social media. Now we any interesting, and I was a banner. Penny, when you penny any adrian, and also when you be adrian, I was so quickly punishing. Now, when I got to Atua, Sabia, I deal with our you know. I'm trying, and she any day. Now, wait, dear, I'm such a before class party. A moment in sending to social media and send a buses by Amsia Beche. Meaning,
okay, too bad. I say, you just so Kakrawa Hanafi. Yeba ebedi dwa krebe abas eso the attack junior dey biaba minima dey abas also the attack
as of what is am attack junior shot to Ghana
as of folks
there's a neck friend nkoko baby I was a back who drew on my attack junior on pay afin so mko fa biaba say as ni bia we attack junior
dey
so o mate dey
there is ojina ho no onhwe fatwa so
the end say na see ejina ho nya say yes say
the end say ojina ho
da bia dey say ye dey ejina ho because your buff top fire or top foam
do Kotoko so say pine down kwa so ama
Kotoko na ye
Kotoko e fe na pine down kwa so ama sa ampadu njum no ti we ka sa no
oh yes
obo sa say pine down kwa so ama nti tofo Kotoko wa ama it is ye die
mo tofo
ye tofo bezo mon kan
de me ba
nti atenti ntro mo ama no
okay
to mo ama ti ye dey say Ghana the whole Ghana has ni pia nam say ya what the atadu
weekend mo koy
weekend ye bo home ye bo ya preko Olympics ni edition no
okay
about the nation no so
o
bo Olympics ni edition no nti no ko nso atrama ye hu se bibi wo ha ebetima ha nya ya preko kan ho ti na remember me Saturday anumre anado 7 o'clock obi anhye no so
phobia
never say that when the bones are rot that is Togolese boys
from 12 position
yes 15 we are bomb 6 inches a bomb 6 inches was 15 points wo edane hasi ekoji league edane hasi ekoji league edane hasi ekoji league
ya no man na ye omo ho
omo na ye omo
okay Kwame Miki we dey maminti o kakra
Republic Bank was so this sikasem ko down mo Republic Bank wo mabua ma sikasem akoye de amount so be a loan and answer investment and a wo pay aye for nature Republic Bank wo mabua ma sikasem de akoye de amount wo be turn it dan a dan was a story building 6 bedrooms and a story building no na story building no a second floor no and that's 2 bedrooms our down floor 2 bedrooms our down floor with hall and a kitchen and a 4 bedrooms our upstairs a piano toilet and bath ishim plus boys quarters and na a kitchen count and it is sending so pedan na to opportunity na badama e joso krapa and a sadan ewo your number is 0552 188 669 0552-188-669 and I said 0204 843387 obetima friend one number way so we training jumedie bi na eba bekoso Evans Afum Complex okay NUST 21st November Baba training session and ebekoso will be a beso CDC A3 where a German based expert and na oba and na a UK based expert and na eba womo babe training CDC A3 into pemunchemu bia number way and also offer 0558 503535 0558 503535 where your baba training jumedia eba bekoso ya be chokwa betuma faso na also wetimi A3 BOG a alternative and diagnostic center BOG alternative and diagnostic center yare bia ha obiano fako BOG clinic woma soye se diabetes hypertension stroke peptic ulcer bone disorder awona wope anase waye kese yare bia ha obiano fabedan ye your number is 0240 512171 0240 512171 ufre number we so bejo so Kumasi you the cabin behind MTN office no ye ne ja hotel and di nhwanimu West Legon ye ne West Legon pharmacy e di nhwanimu e won kran anaji adjacent to Choice Mart e Takrade and intibra na yembo House of Fortune Limited womo asoye and also kom wo bia wo pese wo tukwan ko Dubai ekoye adwuma House of Fortune and akọ masoye a wo metimi aboa no mo ade wo tukwan akọ Dubai na wetimi akọ adwuma enunti wo bia o pese okọ number we na also free yem your number is 0554 547 915 0554 547 915 offer number we so a ya bejo so ne aboa ama Dubai no wonso wetimi akọ dura onomu a ebe boost immune system na ma wodi abem Totina 74 T74 edro wonum T74 ebe boa ye papa num T74 edro ne bi na boost immune system no na yare yahudo bia no into ase emfamao latest form your partner for life wabrabo mi yonkom any latest form ko pe v sofa ne bi 6500 Ghana el sofa no 3100 Ghana cedis na kotena so akonya papa de ehia so betimi atena so heba so cream ɛne herbasol ɛyɛ eduroi ɛwɔ dwa so wonya herbasol cream no yɛwɔ deɛ ɔsahyɛ mu hɔ ɛne ɛwɔ tube mu nso hɔ ɛno nti wotɔ a na wahyɛ ne so kɔpɛ herbasol ne UC na ɛbɛboa ma bɛrima watumi abɔ adwuma yie elephant ointment ɛwɔ dwa so woyi so bia sis yareɛ ne bɛkɔ sadikeba powder yɛ koko aduro ɛna elephant herbal mixture ɛno nso yɛ koko doba yɛmatim ɛna wosan so sis yareɛ ɛbɛtu aseɛ de ma flexon 600 ɛnso yɛ dua wonom a stroke deɛ ɛbɛtu aseɛ ɛde ama Amalina Children's Haven yɛbie new branch ɛnɛ day ɛwɔ Santasi Runabout ɛne yɛbie new branch ɛwɔ hɔ nkora ntaade na apɛ biatɔ akwala no from day one ɛkwa kodus akwala no bɛnya 20 years ntaade ne nneɛma bi obɛhia feeding bottles ne car seat bibia bɛhia bia no for nature Malina Children's Haven ɛnɛ ɛne bia no patase 10% discount ɛwɔ hɔ Amalina deɛ obi anim sɛ ɛba ntaade nkora ntaade papa nkora nyɛma papa deɛ Amalina ɛna akɔ a wonsa bɛtima ka bi January yɛmfɛnsi a
okay yɛde ɛbɛsi ha ɛnɛ ɛyɛ CEO of Dadeɛ Consult Paul Kwaku Amwa and afei ɔsan yɛ organizer Bukrum Estate Executive Men's Club Dadeɛ Consult Paul Kwaku Amwa ɛnɛ your birthday yɛn wish you happy birthday strong man na bibia bɛkɔ so kama wate yɛbɔ mpa yɛ ma bibia bɛkɔ so yɛkyia Bukrumfoɔ no nso nyinaa idi ɛne executives ne nyinaa nakɔpɔ nkɔ so a na ma bibia nkɔ so kama na birthday no wɔ fa party no wɔ all right.
Pause.